Last we left our heroes. You had survived a sudden and unexpected winter storm during your first night's rest within the Vale. Through the morning, you collected your scattered items and assessed damages to the troop. Everyone seemed no worse for wear, with the exception of your solidly frozen horses. As you look to be setting off for your next day's travel, a pair of elven rangers silently dropped into your encampment with bows drawn. They assessed who you were and your purpose, and between Francis's position and Valentine's smooth words, you were found worthy of being brought into their village of Auvern, where one of the tribal elders of the Vale resides. With this tenuous alliance in place, you set off for a journey of only a few hours. However, to the surprise of your elven guides, fell into another darkened swampland. Here, the natural beauty of the Vale was twisted and withered into a state of decay, where you found yourselves under attack by necrotic, corpse-filled plant life. This fight was relatively easily won by your powerful crew, but Valentine and one of the elven rangers fell to some dark, poisonous gas that permeated the bog, forcing them into a healing-resistant state of unconsciousness. With the knowledge that the Elder and Auvern may be able to fix this, you took the disguise and made a quick journey to the elven village. Your Valentine's poison was cleansed, and you met this Vale Elder known as Dameron, and you were permitted a rest in exchange for assistance with hunting and foraging for dinner. As night settled in, after dinner had finished, and the villagers began to settling into their homes for the evening, you met with Dameron to discuss whether you should be permitted to meet the other elders and journey within the Vale longer, or to be sent home. The conversation quickly transitioned from talks of reconciliation, as Francis had presented, and became centered on the importance of reconciliation in the face of your enemy, the Revenant Vow. Dameron seemed responsive, if apprehensive, to your claim, and made it known you would not be the first adventurers to claim the world's fate was nigh, but nonetheless she would permit you further communication. However, as all seemed to be going well, a chill wind swept through. The temperature dropped swiftly about the village as another winter storm began to brew, and on the wind something far more disturbing was carried. A haunting array of laughter, a cacophony of voices all in unison, shrieking with mad laughter, and a closer voice doing so, as echoing from beneath Gord's helmet, a deep tone heavily laden with hysteria. Laughter began to bubble beneath the surface, and it grew louder and fiercer before suddenly stopping all around you. A tense moment passed as the silence lingered, but is quickly replaced by all voices again in unison, including Gord's, as they began to chant a poem or song, one of storms and of darkness and of crows. And as Gord finishes, as do the others, Gord, you hear something else, but just to you, in your mind. I'm going to message you something very quick.
Secret.
Do you want it in Zoom or Facebook?
Zoom's cool.
Yeah, Zoom might
Our
be easier.
group Facebook chat?
Yeah, our group Facebook chat. No one look.
How do I just whisper somebody?
You go
specific?
where it's by
Two?
two.
Brock. Privately. Private
Hey, girl.
message.
That's what the message is.
Just want them digits, you know? You hear this voice, this foreign voice, speak within your mind, and in this state of feverish madness that you don't feel within your own body, but you feel your body. You're still in control of your body, but not your mind, and then even your body seems to be doing things and calling upon magic and moving and laughing without your permission. As this voice continues to kind of whisper this phrase into your mind, I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Come on, Gord.
One moment, please. That's a 23.
Oh shit!
Gord, you feel magic begin to coalesce in your hand in the form of an Eldritch Blast, a spell you're very familiar with, and you manage to quell, should you wish to, the magic from firing off into the face of the group, of your group, directly before you. However, you are still not fully in control of your of your body. You're still laughing maniacally and madly, and you feel dazed and confused and sick. And so you have no control over your body specifically, but you manage to withhold the magic should you wish to.
Can he talk at all or no?
Unfortunately, it seems like Gord is just madly laughing. So as he manages to withhold the magic, unless he says otherwise, Dameron with her bow now nocking an arrow and pulling it half cocked back and kind of stepping into a defensive position. What do all of you do?
I have my hand raised out. I think I'm going to cast... No, I won't cast anything yet. I'll just say, Gord, what are you doing? Are you all right? What's going on?
Gord, you have no chance to speak as the laughter beneath you just bubbles and boils out with no chance of containing it.
Lavender starts kind of like laughing because she doesn't want to be left out of the joke. She says to Valentine, says, "What's everybody laughing at? I don't get it.
Stop laughing.
Is there a joke?"
Stop laughing. I'll stay in front of my dad, just kind of protective, but maybe I'll glance toward Hondo. Who's closest to the balcony? Is there one of us who's like closer to the balcony?
Of your group, not particularly. Dameron was kind of towards the balcony. Fern is on the balcony. Dameron and Dina are kind of backing up towards the edge of the balcony. The rest of you were kind of sat in the middle of this room in this kind of like two like love seat kind of situation around the table, and there's two other chairs. You guys are just kind of now standing up around as Gord is at one of these singular kind of wingback type chairs, and he too is standing. I need I'm gonna need everyone here to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit. Come on guys, first roll.
Mm. 20.
Pretty good.
Attaboy, Hondo.
Pretty good, yeah.
You got a shitload to that.
Too shy from the best.
Lavender is 22.
Good to go. Hondo, you're fine. Allie?
18.
You're fine. Val?
Con save 11 for me.
Okay. Mary?
She was taking care of something.
No, I'm here. Can you...
Oh, she's back.
You're very, very quiet.
13.
Mary.
I know, I rolled like trash. I rolled a 4.
Valentine,
Oh no.
as Lavender looks to you and is kind of like, what's so funny? You start to find it kind of funny. And you start kind of also laughing along. And Gord this whole time has yet to stop this maniac laughter, and the sound around the village as this storm very quickly is deepening towards the depths of a blizzard that you faced the night previous. You two seem to be falling into this uncontrollable, just rolling laughter, and it's just bubbling out of you without control. You feel your limbs kind of lose control of them, as well as you feel suddenly very hot despite the blizzard, and are unfortunately under whatever effect is being taken place here.
Would this be considered a charm?
This is not.
Okay, shit.
I look at Hondo and I say, "Hondo, this looks like a spell that I was going to cast on you a little bit later to play a joke. I have this vicious mockery thing. I don't know what's going on. It's probably something a little bit more intense, but you know what I'm saying? You can cut me off at any point. This is all getting very freaky."
I also, sorry to cut you off, Kevin. I need Valentine to make a charisma save with advantage.
Oh boy.
You can continue, Kevin.
I think I know what to do.
Oh, I don't like the sound
What
of
are you
that.
going to do?
I pull out a
Dude, tell
dagger
me
and
what-
throw it at Gord.
Okay.
What did he just do?
Make an attack roll.
What did you just do?
He is clearly in a state of
You
trance he
attacked him?
cannot control. He must be awakened from it.
I rolled a 20.
Oh my God, Hondo.
I rolled 15 plus 10, 25.
Okay.
And I rolled
Saving throw, sorry, Kyle, or just charisma check?
Charisma saving throw.
Okay, so 25.
regular
Kev.
dagger. I think that's like 8 or something.
It's still gonna hit. I think it's still a 21 at your base. Roll damage with sneak attack.
Oh, Jesus. That was a joke when I said kill Gord.
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm trying to snap him out of it.
I mean, you're still throwing a dagger at someone.
In the arm.
It's still gonna deal damage.
What is this? What is sneak attack again? It's 4d6 or 5?
I think you're up to 5d6 on top of the 1d4 for a regular blade. So 5d6, 1d4 plus 5.
Rogues.
Scott, I just sent you a private message.
Ooh, don't look at this.
Oh, I'm like,
Okay, Gord, you take 26 points of damage as Hondo just stands up and wings one of his regular daggers at you, and it doesn't hit as Kevin made a good point to say. It's not a killing blow. He's not going for the jugular, but you're still impacted with a blade, and you're still just kind of you have no control over your form so far, as you are just maniacally laughing. And Valentine and Gord, as this voice kind of speaks into Valentine, the two of you kind of lock eyes for a moment, and there's this bond between the two of you only through the eyes, despite both of you just fully out of control of your bodies. There is something beyond trying to influence. You can connect. You connect and see the two of you have that shared experience, but are still unfortunately at no control of your body. Dameron looks to the rest of you, fully draws the bow now, and says, "I know not what this is. What do we do? This is out of my realm."
Elena, just restrain Val, and I'll just vault over a chair and just try to go and get Gord to sit back down in his fucking chair and hold him there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up behind Val and just kind of grab him like that.
Okay, I need contested athletics checks or acrobatics from acrobatics from Valentine or Gord, your choice, and athletics from Mary and Allie.
Much better.
I don't know why, but I pictured Brawley like this, picking me up horizontal. Look at that.
Well, I mean, she is much smaller than you, so that
Can I-
might be how.
I'm probably like 90 pounds.
That's 25.
Athletics or acrobatics for me?
For you, yes.
I got 27.
Oh. 12
Gord.
athletics.
Yeah, Val, you are hoisted up by Alana, at least held in place, if not hoisted off the ground. But you initially try to pull away, but you don't even feel that control of your body to be able to. And yet you just continually spew out laughter. Gord, what was your athletics or acrobatics check?
One moment.
Okay.
It was a 23, 18 plus 5.
Okay. Mary vaults over this coffee table in the middle, and you very quickly definitely begin to move away as she kind of just spins around you and puts you almost into a half headlock, and then just kind of holds you in position. What the rest of you do?
Hondo, why did you just hit him with that?
You needed to be shocked to get out of this trance.
A lot of things that you do are shocking, Hondo, but you did absolutely nothing. All you did was stab Gord. And you're still laughing about it.
Guys, Kate, come on, we gotta figure something out. Any ideas?
That's all I can say.
I got nothing. I know I'm
Dameron.
usually proof, but I honestly had nothing.
Dameron steps forward again and just says, "We need to identify what this is before we can treat it. Any of you know what this is?"
Probably those goddamn berries. And I just every time I shove Gord a little bit.
Okay. Dameron looks to you and says, "Berries. perhaps it's a poison effect or something, and she is going to go over towards Gord and attempt to figure out if that's what this is.
To be fair, nobody looks like they're getting hurt or hurting anybody else. They're just laughing a bunch. They're just getting a good old ab workout out.
Yeah, yet.
It is definitely unsettling. It's an unsettling laughter, but so far not a dangerous one. Yeah, that's enough. With that, Gord, you feel Dameron as Mary's holding you back, and you're managing to. You don't hear this voice in your mind anymore, and you're managing to kind of control a little bit more of the reaction. But you can tell that there's something within your body that is trying to force you to do something against your will. However, as Dameron kind of puts a hand to your chest, you feel this warmth, a good warmth compared to the feverish warmth you've been feeling this whole time, spread across your chest, and the laughter subsides. Dameron looks up into Mary's face and she says, some disease or poison. She turns to Valentine, and as Allie has him held, she puts a hand to his chest, and you feel the same effect fade away.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna let go of Gord yet. Are you good?
You okay?
I'm really good now. This is a nice hug. But
Got your back.
I heard a voice in my head. It said something like, don't fear the voice in the storm, come to it, come to the crow, but you got to come to it with an offering, or else fear the wrath. But I think it's the Duke Goth. I think he's trying to summon people or charm people into coming to him.
Is anybody going that way now?
I will. That's a great idea. I will creep over to the balcony and Fern, if Raleigh lets me, and take a look out.
Yeah. Sure. As the tension in the room begins to subside, and you make your way over towards the balcony. Beyond the balcony, where this room is relatively open in its architecture, and the wind is blowing through, and there is snow, and you can begin to hear hailstones begin to pound the top of the roof here and smash into the clay tile above you. You can see immediately looking out over the village, as this is kind of an aerial perspective, you can see a mass kind of panic beginning to spread across. People are dragging people into the open area of the village. You're starting to lose vision as the wind and snow and sleet are beginning to obscure your vision. You can only see the closest hut at about 30 feet ahead of you, and it's only getting worse. But the mass hysteria of the village has yet to subside. The laughter is manic across the village, and you can hear it echoing in multiple different spaces.
These people aren't going to survive being out in this storm. How the fuck do we keep them inside?
Dameron looks and says, I only have so many chances I can do that.
I think we need to hole up in here and just hope that those people make it out too. I don't know if I have any spell to talk to these people or anything like that.
Half those people are cursed and half those people are offering.
We can't just let them go to their death. Ugh.
I certainly won't be.
What direction are they going in? Do they look like they're leaving out the main doors?
Make a perception check.
Oh, so I missed that. Are people being dragged away?
Yeah.
People are currently, what you saw on a quick glance, people are being pulled out of huts and like kind of into the open kind of area and stuff. But Mary's going to make the more specific look at, like, you saw a broad overview. Mary will see what she sees here.
17.
You do see that there are about two separate groups of two people pulling off towards about the southeast, into the woods before you lose sight of them. You can see a faint drag line. You can hear amidst the frantic laughter screams, desperate screams. They're faint on the wind. They sound young.
What if the voice in my head said, "Fear not the storm child, follow my voice, but without offering, you should fear his wrath." What if we do the classic, we pretend we're maniacally laughing, drag some of us, see if the storm harms us. If it does, we'll seek shelter, but maybe if we follow them, we'll be okay.
Is Kyle, does this city, from what we remember, does it have like one major wall and entrance exit, or is it a bunch of little ones?
There is no wall. There's a very low stone wall that was less of a barrier and what seemed like more artificial or ceremonial type barrier, like a wall. This low kind of ancient stone, but there's no 20-foot tall beam timber wall or anything like that. It is an open kind of out into the forest in unison with the forest. So there is no real protection from an invading force or an evading one.
If wherever they're going, we have to beat them there. We can't let these people deliver their own to whatever this thing is. We got to beat them to it.
Should we fly, or is it too dangerous in this storm?
Might be too dangerous. I think we should go in stealth. Like, who wants to be a crazy? Maybe Gord and I, we have experience. We could be a crazy.
I have terrible stealth, so I can be a crazy.
Maybe you should be a dragged person, because I don't know how good you are at acting. No offense.
But you're very strong and beautiful and intelligent, and there's so many good things going for you, though.
A lot of great things. Lav, you're pretty good at bullshitting. Maybe you should be a crazy.
I'm very good at many things.
Well,
so they say that the smartest people in the world are crazy, so I would be very convincing at that.
And we have this conversation as we're walking.
I mean, sure.
Where are you going?
We need to start moving. We need to get ahead of these people. If we're going to pretend to be one of them, we're going to have to fucking motor. Are there any shields or anything that we can take with us? Something to hold above our heads? I'll look over to...
What about Mira?
I can only have her once a day. She's gone now.
Shit.
You don't see any shields in the immediate vicinity, but you're in kind of like a
I meant to be like asking her.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, she says, there are none here in this room. This is specifically more of a meeting place, but certainly down in the village there would be something for us to use as shelter. I also have something I can do. I can protect one of you from the elements, or myself. I'm pretty hardy, actually, but if any of you are in need of protection, I can offer that.
I'm pretty weak, so maybe me? You're pretty strong now with con saves, but I'm pretty shit at that. Maybe me. I'm the prettiest.
She looks to the rest of you and just kind of looking around.
Actually, wait, Hondo, what's yours like now?
Yeah, but Hondo has resistance to cold, which I think this might.
Okay.
If it's from the elements.
She looks to Hondo and says, I think he'll be hardy enough in these conditions.
Okay, let's be fair. Val is the one who goes down the most in things like this. Yeah, maybe you should protect him. Plus, if anyone's going to need to talk and bullshit our way into or out of this, it's probably going to be him.
She reaches forward and kind of grasps your upper arm, and you all see this kind of frost kind of begin to cover his shoulder across his breastplate, and just kind of quickly cascading off and then dissipate. You are now resistant to cold.
Here's my play. Brawley and I, on Fern, we start following them. Gord and Hondo. Gord's the crazy one. He's like kidnapped Hondo. Lav's crazy. She's kidnapped Mary and Dameron.
Look, I can just sneak my way in. I don't need to be a...
Okay, then Lav is kidnapped Dameron.
Either that or Hondo could too.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's start
Damn.
making our way down out of this tower.
Dameron also says, I'm much better stealth than I am at pretending I'm not something I am.
Okay.
Well, you and I can sneak in. Maybe we only need 3 people, 3 offerings, and a couple in the wings just in case.
Me, Brawley, Lav, Hondo, and then you guys sneak in?
Well, you saying Gord, you wanted to...
Oh, Gordo. Okay, Hondo, you sneak. Lav, Gord, me, Brawley. We sneak. You guys sneak. It's gonna be great. Nothing can go wrong.
Fucking hell.
Okay. As you guys begin to set off with this plan in motion, the storm has grown to the edge of a full-on blizzard. You're not quite to the full extent of what you experienced through the last night. However, it is getting pretty fierce out here. Your vision is quickly fading from you. You can only see about 15 feet in front of you before it is just a flurry of white and scattered kind of imagery. You can see the flicker of flame in some spots that seems like the interior potentially of other structures that is hidden from the wind, but it is definitely difficult to make anything out. However, the sounds of screaming has gotten much louder as the laughter has yet to really fully subside. As you guys begin to head down the steps of this kind of upper main structure towards the village proper.
Francis, just hole up.
Oh yeah, Daddy, stay here.
Gee, he wasn't moving. He and Grant are just fucking posting up.
Stay with Keith. He will guard you.
Are you bringing Fern with you?
So I think my play is bring Fern, and then we could have me and Brawley behind one wing, kind of walking with him, and then on the other side, Lav and Gord, so we can kind of stay as a group walking, laughing.
And like his wings over top of you to try and shield?
Yeah, just like, whoosh, but
Okay.
we're behind, laughing maniacally.
Okay. You begin
First,
to make
we
your
need
way.
to find someone to follow.
You begin to make your way into the main village proper. Dameron kind of points as you guys get to the bottom, and she's kind of making a quick scan around. I'd like everyone to make a perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Ooh, doesn't matter. First one was a 1.
Oof, 2 really low ones. Not bad.
Ooh, okay.
Was that
What's what?
disadvantage, Hondo?
Oh, with disadvantage?
Yeah, everyone's at disadvantage, unfortunately.
I love how Lav's perception is -1.
Hondo is your total?
Perception check, you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
24. Wait. Yeah, 24.
Yeah, you roll high. That was good.
Okay. Val and Lav.
I rolled 17.
8.
Okay. Allie.
12.
Mary.
Natural 1.
Gord.
Oh,
15.
Okay.
nice. Not bad.
Mary, you initially are just trying to get your bearings, and rather than look at the exterior, you do stumble across some where the dinner space was. There are some kind of platters and things that you could use in place of a shield if you wanted to get something to cover over top of you to try and make the worst of the pummeling hail a little bit more manageable. But you see nothing beyond that. Hondo, Valentine, Gord, and you see Dameron pick up as you guys are all beginning to make your way down into this into the main village. There's a home that's nearby where you saw someone being dragged out before, and you can see this faint lines in the snow that is now beginning to accumulate, and they're digging through the snow and into dirt. You can see like hand marks pulling into the dirt. A little further ahead, you can hear the shouts of a hut just beyond. It's about you wager with Hondo, actually, with your very high perception check. You hear you can bet it's about 30 feet ahead of you, the sounds of a woman, a female elf screaming, and just the maniacal laughter is very loud in that direction, but you can hear there's something directly that direction, about 30 feet straight ahead of you. But none of you pick up anything beyond this initial first line of drag marks. Seems to be kind of going in the same direction, but not directly. Hondo, you see it kind of veer off where the sound is more direct and further on. Do you follow sound or lines?
Who do you think's in front right now?
I will follow the sound.
It's kind of just a pile of people at this point.
Hondo, if you go somewhere, tell us on the earring.
I will.
Okay, is Hondo splitting?
Yeah.
Well, if I don't know where everyone is.
You guys are
right
still
now in terms
all
of-
in a big clump right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
We need
should
to-
go
See
alone.
you later, and I'm off.
What? Oh, fuck.
Hondo begins to walk in a direction. Are you guys following or splitting?
We gotta follow. I think we gotta follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hondo takes the lead and begins rushing into. You hear the sounds of yelling and in a language you don't understand, screaming something. But you can tell the desperation in this female's voice as you just begin to see as it kind of pokes through the snow. The flicker of light from inside. You see a door is open into a small hut that is kind of built into the lower half of a tree. And you hear maniacal laughter ringing out from within the interior of this hut. As you make your way to the door, I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit. It's not gonna go well. What do you add?
Con save is 8.
Okay. Hondo, as you get to the door, you stop in place as you look within and you see this elven man is just haymakering, trying just to grab at this small girl as this thin elven woman is kind of holding him back with one hand and just brandishing a dagger wildly, or just a kitchen knife really, trying to keep him at bay from this girl who's crying behind him. And suddenly the whole encounter seems just maniacally, horribly funny. And you begin to just cackle madly, wildly, and you hear this voice in the back of your mind. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
What do you add to that? 11 plus what?
Take charisma.
Yeah, charisma save.
Saving throw.
14.
Okay.
You only had 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's not proficient in that.
Shit.
Kev, I'm going to send you...
Oh, fuck.
Can you see the chat in this, Kev?
The Zoom chat, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I sent that to you privately. You hear this in this female voice speak through to you, the same kind of warning, the same message that Valentine seemed to intone to you, but you hear it now proper for the first time, and you need to bring someone. That child in there would be a good choice, or one of your party would be a better choice. But you need to do something now. What do you do?
The guy or the person waving the dagger around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring him.
You can't. You can feel like you are not in full control of your choice. This guy seems like he's already going. He's good. He's on your team. He's with you. You need to bring someone else.
Oh, so it has to be either what the voice in my head said.
Yeah, essentially, you get the feeling that there is an intone of like they want something fresh, something young, something bold or powerful, and this guy he's already on the team. If you bring somebody else, that'll be good. That'll
I'll
make
bring
them happy.
the child. No resistance.
You'll bring what?
I'm bringing the child.
Okay.
Thank fucking God.
Lav was convinced it was gonna be
I
her.
was like, I'm just waiting for this guy to be like,
I killed the purple one.
The rest of you behind, you hear another voice, another sound of laughter begin to cackle out from ahead of you, about 10 feet, 15 feet ahead of you, where you heard one voice, now suddenly a second one, and it does sound a little bit like a Triton. However, Hondo, this woman is just holding back him as you enter in, and you try to reach around this woman and grab onto her child. She slashes at you.
Nice. Kill him.
What's your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
19.
I don't think she's gonna hit you.
Lucky duck.
She slashes wildly with just like a kitchen knife. Like it looks sharp, but it is nothing compared to what you're used to taking. And it collides with your pauldron, and you reach down and you grab hold. Make an athletics check.
Calm down, girl. Calm down.
You can't even speak. You are just laughing.
Oh God, not strong.
That's not great, actually. But what's your athletics?
My athletics check is...
Oh, that's terrible.
13.
Yeah, the girl, you just grab hold of the front of like her dress, and you pull her forward, and you grab her by the shoulder, and you just like scoop her up under one arm as she's just crying and wailing, and you begin to head out of the hut. The rest of you at this point begin to see Hondo exit, laughing maniacally, holding this young elven girl. And Hondo, you don't pay them any mind. You begin to head off to the southeast. You immediately begin to turn a corner.
Can I, when I see that, can I cast silence on Hondo?
Sure. Yeah.
On that like spot?
Yep.
So it's a 20-foot range in a sphere.
Okay. Silence falls across Hondo. Cav, give me an intelligence check.
That feels right.
Yeah,
Three.
that's perfect.
That feels right.
That's perfect. Solid 3.
I think it's
So
plus
that's
like
all.
2
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
9.
I need. All right. You cast silence, and the laughter ceases immediately. The screams and laughter cease. You can still see him, though barely. He's about 15 feet. He's almost in as far as you can see. The snow is almost purely around him. However, you still see him wildly laughing, and it doesn't look like he's making this up. It looks wild, especially to Mary's eyes, but to any of your insights, for the most part anyways, it looks pretty wild. Hondo, as silence falls around you, you see Valentine coming. He can't stop you. And you use your action and your bonus action to dash to the southeast.
I would do the same if I see him running.
I need you to make an initiative check then. And Hondo, I'll have you throw initiative as well.
Fuck, he's speedy too, Hondo.
Yeah, so am I. I'm the same speed as him, but...
I will say Hondo's going to be...
it doesn't matter.
What are you doing?
Hondo's speed is slightly reduced. He is carrying a girl. It's not like full reduced where you're dragging somebody. It's a child. So I would say he's only reduced by 5 or 10 feet. But with that, he beats your initial foot back to run after him, and he sprints off. Mary, you can make a perception check at disadvantage, or a survival check at disadvantage, your choice, to try and follow as he almost immediately evades your vision.
Okay.
If you wish to.
Yep. Okay, well, one was a natural 20.
Yep.
That doesn't count, though, so it's 15 plus 6, so 21.
Okay. Yeah, he is actively running, not being stealthy. So, Kev, at full speed, you're 30 to 60 to 90, then reduced about 5 or 10. So 80 to 85 feet. Mary was 15 feet back, and your full dash is the same as 90, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
if I use everything, yeah.
Is that what you intend
Yeah,
to do?
I'm going to. That's what I mean, yeah. I'm going to use it.
So that would be 90 and would take you to 75, and he would still be ahead by a little bit. But with a 24, I think it was 20 something.
Is initiative?
No,
or
your check.
Oh, it was 21.
21. You do see him just at the edge of your vision, and he looks like he's about to continue. You can see he's about 10, 15 feet ahead of you, and he is in a full dash. The rest of you, what are you guys doing as you see the two of them sprint off into the cold, and the storm begins to get heavier and more damaging?
I try to grab Hondo with telekinesis.
I'm going to need you to make a perception check at disadvantage at a pretty high penalty, because
You're
he
gonna give me
is...
perception at disadvantage? I'm already at disadvantage, yo.
We're in a blizzard, and he sprinted 80 feet away.
It's not bad.
7.
You can cast the spell and hold the spell's energy. Like it lasts for a certain amount of time. It's up to you if you want to do that. But your initial thought to cast and grab Hondo fades as he just fully is gone in the storm. It's a white wall, and you see Mary's cloak trail off, and she's gone too. Both of them seem to have almost immediately just run out of range of your vision.
Oh shit, that slippery bastard always getting away from me.
Let's follow after them. But keep up the ruse.
Okay.
I would like to try and pick up the pace, but still laugh and follow.
Okay. Let's get those of you who are trying to fake being maniacal laughter.
Yep.
Let's get you to make performance checks.
Got it. I think that's just me and Lav now, right? I think that's it.
So Allie, were you being dragged, and Gord, you were being dragged?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get performance checks from all four of you then, because you had to pretend you're being dragged by someone who is far inferior or far weaker than you.
How dare you? 19.
Oh, no.
Ooh, that was good.
He got a
7.
natural 1.
Yeah.
So he's not a very good actor.
Get this fucking dice out of here.
Yeah. Allie?
So, I rolled a 7, and my performance is -1, so 6.
Yeah. That
Ooh,
sounds
the
about right.
the Valiana team is doing real well.
I was
Yep.
a rising star at the Redancia Film Festival. I just want everyone to know. 3 years running.
Almost immediately, your ruse breaks, with the exception of Lavender, who maintains it perfectly.
Damn it.
She is laughing maniacally as if she was immediately in the same camp that the three of you were and are. But the rest of you almost drop it immediately as you see shit just begin to spiral off. Dameron, she begins to sprint off in the direction of Mary and Hondo as well. Looking back to the rest of you, it says, "We must catch them before they're gone."
I see that Valentine is struggling hard with his laughter, so I cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him, so he can't be anything but fabulous.
I think that makes him incapacitated.
Oh,
so
never mind.
Yeah,
I do not do that.
You can do that if you want to. I think that would stop his movement altogether.
Yeah.
We think to break your telekinesis. I like the thought though.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Did you also cast telekinesis and we're holding it?
I'm not going to be holding it now. I didn't cast it.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. I thought I heard Scott say that. Yeah. So no spells have been cast from Lavender's camp just yet, as the thought crosses your mind. However,
a tricksy thought.
You guys begin to head in that direction at a fast pace. You begin to dash, but you just begin running. And as you guys are running, there's stuff in your way. There's carts that are suddenly are overturned, and there's a slight hill that you have to climb, and it's slippery. And Gord his legs kind of kick out from behind him, and he has to scramble to get back up on top. At this point, Hondo, you are at the front. You see Mary behind you, but you know you can outrun her, and you begin to dash once more. Mary, you see Hondo begin to take off. He's about 10-15 feet ahead of you, going into the storm once more, as you hear footsteps, quiet footsteps, but you are perceptive enough to pick them up, as Dameron sprints up about 10 feet behind you.
Okay. Can I still, if I used, how far ahead of me is he? Like, whose turn is it, basically, if we're in, like, initiative type?
We're in a loosey-goosey kind of situation. Kev is technically beat you in initiative.
Right.
So he would be technically full out of your range, or out of vision. he would run before you have a chance to act.
Yeah, I would run again. I'm just trying to figure out like how far I have to run before whether or not I'm going to catch up with him with this round.
Yep. Hondo is slightly slowed as the terrain grows a little slipperier, and being so carefree and just maniacal and running as fast as he can, and then a little slowed with the girl. Kev, can you throw me another athletics check, as she's going to try and break free from your grip?
Yeah, she is.
Ooh, probably not though. Yeah, that's not great, but she rolled a 2, so you feel her trying to fight against you, but you have single purpose. You're following orders, and you are just sprinting. Mary, you hear her scream ahead, and Hondo's just laughter in response, and he has to pause for a moment as some slippery turf gets underfoot. You can see. Actually, I need you to make a perception check at disadvantage again. Sorry.
Okay.
As Dameron is.
Oof, those are both pretty good. 20.
You can see Hondo. He is just outside of like real clear range, but about 15 feet. Actually, he'd be about 20 feet from you.
Okay. I mean, I'll use all my movement. Can I get a movement
Sorry.
and okay.
He's not 20. You would
I know
have
I'm
beat
following
him.
him. Yeah,
You would have beat him, so you could get to him in this round.
I can get to him.
But you would use your action and bonus.
That's okay because I'm going to action surge, tackle him to the ground.
Ooh.
Okay, all right. Then I need contested athletics checks from both of you. Kev, you could in theory use acrobatics if you wish to, as you are the defendant in this.
I say, why not? I'm an acrobatic guy.
Yes, you are.
Oof.
I have to roll for that, right?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
It's a D20 plus
You're
your
gonna have
acrobatics.
to roll well though.
He did not?
Averages 10.
My acrobatics, right?
Yep.
10, 20.
I got a 29.
Oh shit.
Mary, Hondo as the.
Oh, sorry,
little
not a
girl-
29. I was looking at acrobatics, but it's still a 20 lots.
Sure, okay.
27.
Yeah. As Hondo, you're fighting, this girl is fighting at you, and she just elbows you and just kidney shots, trying to break free from you. You just like clamp down on her, but you are suddenly just bowled over as Mary collides with you in the back, and you both just go sprawling, Mary holding onto you and just like grappling onto you into the snow and slush. The girl gets up, and Dameron runs up and kind of pulls her back behind her, kind of shrouding her in her cloak, and levels the bow towards you, but she cannot go any further. As the rest of you throw perception at disadvantage, please.
I'll just look up at Hondo and say, you need something? Just take me, asshole.
I got 17.
7.
8.
Gordo?
7.
Val, you begin to lead the charge with beneath Fern and trying to maintain your commitment to the bit, but it is kind of faltering as the scattered nature of everything that's falling apart here, and you all begin to feel the worst of the blizzard begin. Though you can just hear a scuffle ahead, and you hear Mary's voice shouting at Hondo, though his laughter has yet to cease. At the beginning of this kind of amorphous round I'm doing, the worst of the cold begins to set in. Anyone who is not resistant to cold takes 3 points of cold damage.
Oh shit.
If you are resistant, you take 1.
Is that just me and Hondo?
For the time being, it is.
Wait, I took damage.
Yeah, you took 3.
You're going to take 3. Hondo, I need you to try and break free of this grapple. So it is going to be a contested athletics or acrobatics for you. So acrobatics, I guess, would be your best bet. And Mary, I need you to contest.
Nope, he's gonna beat it. I rolled a
Oh,
3, so it doesn't
acrobatic?
matter what I add.
Yeah, your acrobatics.
24.
Mary has you pinned to the ground. However, as you use the ground to your advantage, and as she grows cold with this sudden blast, you wriggle free and spin and throw slush back in her face as you get up onto your feet. Though you don't have a charge to bring with you, you don't sprint, but you draw both your blades. You draw Frostbite and you draw Whisper. You use your action to break free of that grapple, so you do not have a chance to attack. And Dameron is going to rush forward, and she's going to burn another slot. And she's
we need it.
Is it a touch? It is a touch. Fuck. Well, there goes that one. She can get to you, and she does. She puts a hand to you and says, "I'm running out of chances to stop this." She looks down to Mary. Hondo, you feel the effect fade from around you. However, as you were under its effect longer, you have a brief idea of direction, of where everything is headed here. You don't have a clear indication. You would be better off following someone who did, but you have an idea. You have a vague direction, and you have this vision of a frozen lake and a small island on the middle of said lake. A very faint image of that. The rest of you managed to catch up to this encounter as Dameron has this girl with her. She looks to you all and says, "Perhaps I should stay and try and sort out what's happening with the rest of my people."
That might be a good idea. I think we have to kill Hondo. Hondo.
She puts a hand and says, "I think he's okay now."
Oh. Okay. Sorry, Hondo. I was prepared to let you go there.
Remember that.
We need to get moving. There's more
Dameron
people.
looks to you again with this child and kind of pulls her head close to her and just says, "If you can bring any, if not all, of those people home, it would go a long way into what we discussed earlier.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
Prove to me, prove to her that you are heroes worthy of what you claim.
May she watch over you."
Good luck." She kind of scoops this girl up and begins to trudge back with her kind of covered from the storm.
Hondo, you know where you were going? Think you could lead us?
There is an island we must head to.
You love a good island. Let's do it.
Let's keep an ear out for laughter, too. If there's anyone else we have to knock some sense into on the way, just knock them out, stash them somewhere safe. We can get them on the way back.
Or we just kill them all.
No, that's exactly the opposite of what she just said to us.
Let's group up. Let's try and stay behind Fern's wings. And let's, Hondo, you lead the way. Just tell us where to go.
Okay.
You have a vague direction. You know it's roughly southeast. You know you're looking for a frozen lake and this small island on this lake. However, it is a blizzard in all directions. It's difficult to even pick up which direction is south or north for that matter, especially given everything that's happened around you. You see no landmarks to point you towards. I'd like you to make a survival check at disadvantage to try and kind of hone in on your initial draw that you felt.
Okay.
Just so many 10s and 11s from you tonight.
Yeah.
Survival, you said, right?
Yeah, and you got to roll another. It's at disadvantage, unfortunately.
Roll a 10 on this one.
Oh, here. So that's 15.
You have to roll with disadvantage.
Okay. And this one is worse.
Okay.
So it's that one plus whatever you got.
12. You begin to lead your group in what direction you believe is south. It seems to be pretty clearly the direction you were traveling, at least to you. and you begin to travel, and it is difficult travel, even with the resistance that you're accustomed to, Hondo, and Valentine, even with your resistance provided. It is difficult travel. None of you are properly prepared in clothing and or any other preparation, whether just beyond clothing. You are wading out into the depths of a blizzard, and out within the white sheer around you, you have to make your way through thick trees and bramble thickets, and you find your pace is slow. And all around, you also hear this pervasive laughter, kind of in all directions. It is haunting, and though not close enough to be immediately threatening, it does give a sense of foreboding. Over the next 10 minutes, you guys travel in the direction Hondo has pointed you. And unfortunately, those of you who are not resistant are going to suffer 9 points of cold damage.
Oof.
And resistant types are going to take 4. So Hondo, Val, 4, 9 to the rest of you.
I'm pretty low.
Really? What are you at?
22.
Oh, jeez.
Did you? You didn't short rest.
No, you guys went hunting. That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Someone needs to fix Hondo.
I'm
Does
better take good care.
does the if we're moving, healing spirit can't be moving with us, right? Like you have to stay with it. It can only move so many feet around, right?
It can move per round, but essentially it's like more. It can move 20 feet around, I think. So it would put you at an extreme slow pace for the minute. It's only going to be a minute. It would slow your progress slightly, but that means longer exposure to the storm and the further and further people get away. It is certainly an option, but it is not your quickest option, obviously.
I'm going to throw a 3rd level Cure Wounds on you, Hondo, because you look pretty gross right now. So,
I appreciate you.
Just while you're in front, I'll put an arm on your back and be like, easy there, buddy. Not my best. 4, 9, 9 plus 5 is 14. And as we keep moving, I'll just give you another little level 1 Cure Wounds for you. Everyone likes that. Ooh, almost a 7, but it wasn't. It's a 5. So that's 10. So you healed 24 total.
I will take that. Thank you. Good.
Okay.
Comrade.
You're okay, buddy. Just let me know if you need any more.
If I die, I will be.
True, Val is the only one who can handle that. Yeah.
He's not coming back.
As you guys keep pushing through the storm and healing through the pain, Hondo is still leading. So Hondo, I'd like you to make another survival check. Again, unfortunately, at disadvantage.
And really do well at this, buddy. Can I inspire him?
Sure. You knew what he was trying to lead you to before the roll was called.
So D10 if you need it. You still have to use that roll, Hondo.
Yes, your rolls don't change, but okay. Roll again, see if it's higher or lower.
Please roll higher.
That was a 9 to a 12, so
Okay.
keep the 9.
Keep the 9.
You have a D10 if you want to add it. I think you should, but it's up to you.
I will.
So roll a D10.
Add a D10 to that.
Roll a d10, you said?
Yep.
Yes, please.
So 9 plus whatever this is. A 2. Okay, that's 11. And what's your survival?
Survival is 4.
So we're at 15. That's good, actually.
Decent.
Just.
Shockingly good, despite all of those horrible rolls. Over the next 10 minutes, you push into a more confident stride, Hondo, you begin to kind of get a clearer idea. These trees seem right. This path seems more proper to what you were envisioning, what you felt drawn towards. And the rest of you are kind of just following in a loose pattern. As you watch Hondo, you stop for a moment. As you kind of clear one of these, closer, tighter thicket of trees, Hondo, you spot a line in what is now relatively heavy snow. You've got a couple of inches of snow beginning to pile up here. And you can see a line, a drag mark of something heavy having been dragged through the snow. Perhaps there's no obvious like claw marks or anything like that. Almost like a sled or something heavy was pulled along here. Roughly in the direction you were going, but a little more to the left. And you begin to change course and follow this newly found path. For another 20-ish minutes, you follow this path, and in that time, those of you resistant take 3 points of Val, and Hondo take 3. The rest of you take 6 points of cold damage.
Oh, man, this sucks.
Yep.
You can hear yourself too.
Wait, did I take one too?
You take 3, Kev. So Kevin and Hondo and Valentine take 3 points. The rest of you take 6. As you clear, you follow this path and you see it kind of slip down a little hill or ravine ahead of you. And you can see at the bottom of this ravine, there is an elven man, and he's got this what looks like a carpet or a patterned cloth of some kind, maybe a blanket, and it's kind of wrapped around this blob, and he is kind of scrambling to grab hold and begin pulling it once more, and you can see it begin to kind of shift within whatever this blanket or carpet is. It seems to be wrapped around something, and he begins to pull it forward, and he is faintly kind of chuckling as he does so.
We need this guy. We need him to stop bringing whatever the fuck he's bringing. So
He's about 15 feet ahead of you and is beginning to move away. Just keeping that in mind.
I don't know if this is someone we can like interrogate though. Like maybe we should just follow him.
No, we should follow him, but we need to get whatever the fuck he's carrying. Not going with him.
If we take that thing from him, he's probably going to stop moving
And
towards
he
where
can
we
take
need
one of us.
Okay. I'm going to put a hand on Hondo and give him a Cure Wounds level 2.
Okay.
Is this in exchange for me chasing him down and giving my life?
Sorry, say again.
Is this in exchange for me chasing him down and giving my life?
No, I have more hit points than you do, Hondo.
I see what you said. I would never expect you to do something like that. 11 health to you.
All
right. Fuck, I'll do it. I'll start running towards him.
Okay. Just full sprinting at him?
I'm not going sneakily.
Okay. As you you move about 5 feet he's only about 15 feet ahead of you, like I said.
Yeah.
You move about 5 feet forward, and he turns as he begins to hear your approach, and he doesn't let go, but the laughter from this like faint grows into this mad, once again, cackling laughter as soon as he makes contact with you. Almost in spite of himself. I need you to make a Constitution saving.
That's pretty good. 24.
Okay. You know exactly what this is. You're accustomed now to what to expect here, and it has no effect to you. You're able to continue.
This cart thing, or the sled that he's pulling, is it attached with just like a rope?
It does not appear to be so much a sled as just a sack that is dragging through the ground.
Okay.
Like he's just pulling it along the ground, but it's leaving like a track.
Okay. I am going to run up to him and just flip a sword around and just slam his hand with the butt of one of my swords whatever he is that's pulling. I can use a maneuver if you want me to do like a. I have a disarming attack.
If you have a disarming or a disarming makes sense.
It's a strength save.
Okay. And roll damage if you're intending to, non-lethal.
Do you want me to roll the hit?
You're gonna hit, but yeah,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, I rolled a 11, so it was 20 something.
He's like just a regular guy. He's like, he's seen some wear, some tear, living in the wilds, but a natural 1 is gonna drop that.
Yep. Yeah, I don't. Well, you tell me. Like, I'm just trying to get him to drop it. I don't want to like beat the shit out of this guy. My intention is just to get him to drop it and keep moving on. But I don't know how much time I have in like my turn to like say something or do something.
You have a regular turn, like in combat.
Okay, I will do that, and then I will.
How much are you dealing damage or no?
Well, I'm not sure how that works in terms of using the maneuver, because technically that adds damage.
Then yes. You hit someone with a blade, even the blunted edge, so roll damage.
Okay. Oh, good, I rolled terrible. It's only a 6 on the dice. Plus 13 damage.
Okay. You slam the butt of your sword into his hands, and they you clamber into both hands, and he drops this sack, which seems like as you get closer now, is just a blanket that has been like loosely tied with some hempen rope to close it off. But as he drops it, the rope kind of comes loose, and you can see a figure inside begin to try and pull out. You can see 2 hands begin to try and pull themselves free from within this makeshift kind of sack. That's your act. That's your attack. He looks to you angrily.
I'll just stand over where the bag is, like trying to put myself between. Where I probably can't put myself between because he was just right there.
Yep.
But just trying to, get in the way a little bit, and I'll just sheathe my sword.
Okay.
And kind of put a hand up and just say, "You need something good and powerful to bring. And probably better than whatever the fuck you grabbed there."
Make a persuasion at disadvantage.
Be helpless but powerful.
It's only my persuasion's only a +1, right? It's a 13.
He looks to you, and the laughing ceases for a moment as he meets your eyes, and then it just head back, just howling laughter, madness, and you see he reaches down, pulls a dagger, and swipes at you.
Don't make me fuck you up, man.
It's only a 16 and a 15 to hit.
Neither are gonna hit.
So he just initially just dives in and then swipes up, and you coolly just kind of dodge it. But he does not seem to be stopping. He reaches down to grab hold of the sack once more, but cannot do that and attack. So.
Yeah. No, that's it. Probably can't say anything else.
Okay. Anyone else want to jump in?
I'm gonna 3 Eldritch Blast this guy.
Okay.
You're just gonna kill this guy?
He tried to attack my friend.
Oh my god. Our goal is to bring people back alive.
Not when they attack my friend.
You didn't even hit me.
19, 16, and 2. I don't think the 2 will hit.
A 12?
Probably.
He's a normal guy.
A 12 does miss.
12 misses? Okay.
Mary's so concerned.
He's just a man.
He's just a man.
Okay, that is 22.
Yep. as Mary, you dodge the side of his blade, and he reaches down to grab hold of the bag. As he comes back up to Eldritch Blast, just poof, and he is thrown from his feet and sprawls in the snow. You see like faint sizzle marks and smoke drift up from this like leather tunic that he was wearing. He is definitely dead.
Unconscious or dead?
Oh, he's dead.
You can't Eldritch Blast someone unconscious. It's force damage. It's like shooting them.
Yeah.
I don't regret it.
Oh, fuck, Val, that was our ticket. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna pull open the sack.
We know where the island is. Not really, but it's down here. Let's just keep moving.
You pull free this the sack, and as the laughter kind of ceases on the wind, this young like teenage girl pulls up out teenage elf pulls up out of the sack and looks back towards the figure, and she just immediately breaks into tears and rushes over, and in Elven you can hear her crying over her father that you just murdered.
Yep. Yep.
She is confused and distraught. What are you guys doing?
Can anyone get him the fuck up?
Like raise dead on him?
I guess
We're not wasting that on this guy. Girl, don't worry.
Don't waste. Don't say waste. I will try and use, even if it fails, a cure wounds on him.
Make a
Charisma check.
I'm kind of debating it, actually. Make a charisma check.
Okay. $18 plus 5 is 23.
You can feel as you see the girl and you see this encounter and you see what you've done, you can feel an initial pang of guilt, and it burns hot, and you feel it burn hotter than is natural, and you can feel some scorn from your patron, and with that kind of spurning you forward, you reach down and place a hand to his chest, and you feel your magic course through, but it burns as it comes out of your hand, and you can feel this like slight pang of pain as you cure, and roll how much you cure for.
9.
And you see the singe marks around the two blast marks kind of smooth over with these faint, like what looks like, it looks kind of like a rose petal that kind of grows up and around to replace the skin, and then it kind of flakes away and turns to proper healing skin. As the girl kind of looks to you and then looks at him, and he begins to kind of blink his eyes open.
Mary takes a very deep breath and just pulls her shit together. What's the little girl wearing? Is she just like
she was going to bed?
She was going to bed? Okay. I will pull. First of all, is the guy like still laughing and possessed, or does he look like he's himself?
As he's coming to, he does not begin laughing, though he looks fucking out of it.
Okay. I'm going to just pull off my regular cloak, and throw it over the girl and just say quickly and quietly in Elvish, "Don't go back to the town yet, stay away from other people, but you need to find cover now."
She just looks to you and then to him and then just nods. And then just kind of scoops him up, and they kind of just sit under this tree that is nearby and just kind of use that as shelter. And she kind of scoops the cloak around the two of them. It's a big enough cloak, it can kind of cover the two of them. you can tell, especially with your passive insight, they do not seem to trust you, but are listening for the time being.
It's fine. I don't need them to trust me. I just need them to listen. Okay.
It feels like our norm.
Yeah. Get the fuck going. Let's figure this shit out.
Okay. Continuing forward into the storm. You no longer have a track to follow. And Hondo, the memory is beginning to fade. With the time passed, or with without just you just don't have a clearer vision, and this part of the forest doesn't look familiar to you. Unfortunately, at this point, your survival checks will no longer help you. You guys are a little at a loss.
We still being buffeted by the storm?
It is still coming down.
Can we hear laughter still?
You can make a perception check.
I will turn to Fern and be like, we really need you here, boy. If you can use your ears or your nose, we need you to try and find the laughter and bring us there.
Find the laughter sounds so nice.
Find the laughter, the evil, maniacal laughter.
Is the perception check a disadvantage for sound as well as sight?
Yeah, it will unfortunately be. However, if Fern wants to make one as well, he can do one at straight roll.
Got it. He's going to do it. Come on, Fern.
I rolled an 18.
God damn it, Fern. After that speech, he just rolled 4 + 4.
Okay. Fern begins just kind of sniffing around and following the scent, but that seems to keep leading him back to the guy that is already here. He doesn't seem to pick up anything further. His ears are trying to pick up, but they don't pick up anything.
Is
Mary,
he just... Sorry, you go, then I'll...
I was going to say, Mary hears something off in the distance. You've focused very shutting yourself down, scampering up a tree just to get a little bit of height. And you do hear this faint laughter that seems to be heading away from you. It is getting quieter.
I'll try and talk to that guy quickly. I know I just shot him. I don't know if he knows that, but I'll just try and kneel down next to that guy, and in Elvish, I'll be like, I'm sorry for the pain I inflicted upon you, but I truly thought it was the only way to protect your daughter and my friend, and you're here now, and that's what matters most. But what is even of more paramount importance is finding the rest of your group, your village, your tribe, your family. We need to do that. Do you know where you were dragging your daughter?
He looks to you, and he looks down at her, and in Elvish responds, I only had a feeling. It wasn't so much me as something else drawing me forward and informing each step. The only image I had was a small island on a frozen lake. It looked familiar, but he kind of looks up and around and says, in these conditions, I have no idea what it would... Where? Here.
That's okay. That helps.
I'm sorry. And he just kind of holds his daughter close.
I check the bag for anything I can give him. Mary, do we have any idea where to go? Anyone have anything?
I can hear something, but it's getting quieter. We have to move fast.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, following Mary's direction, you guys begin to travel again through a kind of a thicket of trees, and quickly, though still slowly, as quick as you can, I should say, making your way through the storm and this forest. You do begin at your pace to hear the sounds of laughter growing far enough away that it is not threatening, but you are getting closer to something. Over the next 10 minutes, those of you not resistant take 10 points of cold damage. Those of you resistant take 5. As the the storm seems to get more controlled, condensed, tighter, harsher, almost feeling as if you were getting closer to the apex. And the laughter does grow louder. You no longer are at disadvantage for listening for it, as it almost seems all pervasive in all directions, though it seems a more concentrated direction, kind of what you believe to be your southeastern direction. But as I said, it's very difficult to kind of pinpoint where you're going. After another 10-15 minutes, you begin to the forest around you begins to kind of fade and thin. You begin to come across an opening expanse ahead of you. Though through the snow and storm and sleet, it is definitely difficult to make anything out. But the forest around you begins to kind of fade, and you enter a more open field or a clearing of some kind. The laughter is definitely ahead this way, but also to your left and to your right, and oddly enough, almost directly behind you, a fair ways. But it seems kind of in all directions.
I'm just gonna note that I'm gonna heal right now.
Sure.
I think we're going the right way. Let's just keep moving forward. What's our play here? Because I murdered the last guy we came across who was laughing.
If they're on our side, we knock them out and hope for the best.
We have
Otherwise, we take care of whatever the fuck this is. We're not gonna fool it.
I think the big idea here should be, let's not do anything drastic until we see what's causing this or someone's life is in jeopardy, and then let's act. If they're just laughing hysterically and dragging people, that's okay. But then if we see any violence, we respond.
Depends on where they're being dragged to.
Yeah, agreed.
If there's a way we can put up a barrier, kind of look to Hondo. If we need to, if you can get a wall of water up somewhere that'll freeze to keep anyone else out, that might be a good play. But it depends on whether or not this is something that has a single entrance.
Or the decanter, Hondo, you have that on you?
Let's get fucking moving.
Okay, let's be good.
Okay. You guys begin entering this open expanse, this kind of open field, or clearing of some kind. What would have been kind of tall knee-high grasses has been trampled and pushed down by sleet and ice and rain and snow, and it is just kind of open white field. In all directions, you suddenly feel extremely exposed. Can I get perception checks? Anyone can make a perception check, I should say, so you don't have to if you don't want to. But if you want to make a perception check, you can.
I'm not going to.
Hondo, you're good at this.
Still a disadvantage. My apologies.
Yeah. I got 20. Not natural, just 20.
Oh,
Atta boy. Get one lower. Roll with disadvantage. You can get lower. No.
That would have been good, though.
I only got a 13.
Okay. As all of you begin to make your way forward, the sound of laughter, again, kind of in all directions, is kind of pervasive, and it is an eerie, weird experience. You are in the middle of this blizzard, and it is actually also going to take a little bit more damage. Everyone only takes 1 point of damage on that one.
Great.
Low roll. You are in this blanket of white, constant, static movement. It is weird, and the sounds are just eerie. But Valentine, as you guys begin to make your way slowly forward with weapons kind of at the ready, unsure of what your next move will be, you begin to see the edge of a frozen lake. You can see where the clearing begins to dip down, and you can see a faintly white dusted blue ice ahead of you. It is still about 15 feet from you, or 15 feet from the edge. With a 20, though, you can see faint shapes ahead of you. Within the storm, difficult to make out, but you can see the faint outline of a couple of shapes out on the lake. Are you guys moving in not initiative order, in like a line, in a how do you want to arrange yourselves moving forward?
I pictured almost like a diamond with Fern like as the leader, and then us like behind the wings.
Okay. Are you still keeping up the ruse?
Yeah, even though I sucked at it to start, I'll try and refine my inner form and get it going again.
Okay, so Fern at the tip. Who's on the right wing?
I'll be on the right wing.
So, and you're with Gord?
Yeah.
Lav and Gord. Val and Brawley on the left. Hondo and Mary, where do you guys want to position yourselves?
I'll be at the front.
You've got kind of a triangle of Fern at the very front, Valentine and Brawley, and then Lav and Gord kind of acting the part of maniacal laugher and sacrifice.
Oh, I see.
You can do as you wish. This is what has been presented to me in this kind of little triangle. You and Mary initially had intended to be stealthing around. That was what you had discussed previously. You don't have to do that. It's up to you how you want to proceed.
I will stay 10 feet back.
10 feet back from the group?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's put you there. Mary?
So this is like we're going into an open field, so there's nothing you can really stealth behind. Right?
You guys have been kind of walking in open field for a minute or two, and then Valentine spots ahead this kind of lake and begins to kind of motion for Brawley to start acting the part in Fern, and Lav and Gord. You can see them begin to roll into acting your kind of plan out. As Hondo begins to get a little low, what do you do?
Guys, I cannot act to save my fucking life. I think we all know that, right? I'll try to join. I'll stick back with Hondo.
Okay.
And just try to stay low.
I'll put you and Hondo beside one another.
Pretty stormy. Like,
we'll just try to look like we're tracking this group.
Yep.
Pretty hard conditions.
Hondo and Mary, you guys are 10 feet back from the group at large. Val, Brawley, Lav, and Gord are more or less in a line, and Fern kind of between and ahead. Okay. Just to get an idea of perspective for what it's looking like as you go forward. You're about 15 feet from the edge of this lake that so far only Valentine has rightly spotted. Mary and Hondo, you guys are still too far out, but you can see your friends. What do you guys do?
I try and, through breaks in my maniacal laughter, just quickly whisper over the earring to everyone. Lake ahead. Frozen lake ahead.
Easy enough. Let's get performance from the four who are trying to act.
Oh boy.
the part.
Let's bring this around. Come on now.
So, Gord, you're included in getting a performance check as someone being dragged into the fray.
Performance, eh?
15 plus 3.
Okay.
Nice. Good job.
14.
Okay. Allie and Val?
Also 14.
16. I think I found my form again, remembering its method.
Not bad. Not bad all around. You guys still trying to use Fern as cover from the storm, and it's working sort of, but it's kind of hitting you from all directions. But still going forward with your act, your laughter seems to be close to what is happening in all directions, and you can see it is varied. It's not a single type of laugh in all directions, so you believe it's relatively well done. You guys get to the edge of the lake. Are you going to continue forward onto it?
I will put my arm out and just grab Lav and just let Fern walk forward and see what happens when he steps on the ice.
Sure. Fern takes the first couple of steps, and you hear the shifting of ice and water, this faint kind of crackling sound, but he's able to walk 5 feet.
Then I'll just ungrab and follow after.
Okay. As you guys continue out onto the lake, slowly, individuals on the horizon of this lake begin to kind of come into clear. And it's not a massive lake, it's really more of a large kind of frozen pond. About 15 feet ahead, almost at the edge of your vision, you begin to see the sign of a couple of individuals around that are they're kind of standing in the staggered lines. You can see they are carrying or dragging bundles, people, animals. Some have just bundles of items as they are making their way across the ice in the same direction that you are currently headed.
Are they ahead of the group or behind? Does it look like we'd be the first ones there? Or
you guys are behind. There are at least, you can see about 3, well actually Mary and Hondo, you can't quite make it out. The group ahead, you guys can make out. There are at least 3 separate individuals, almost about 10-15 feet ahead of you, who seem to be wading or slowly walking, though not quite as quickly. And at the 15-20 foot range, just kind of still within the flurry of wind and snow, you begin to see the edge of a small mound of dirt and rock kind of poking up out of the frozen ice. It's difficult to make out the whole scene as the storm continues to rage. However, all of you suddenly from all directions hear the laughter still, but above the laughter, this murder of crows all caw and a scatter of caws and squawks all at once in all directions. For the first time in the treetops around this lake, you see these large, massive, black-winged crows sitting on top of ice-coated boughs of trees that kind of hang low in beneath their weight. You can just make out these black kind of shapes within this pervasive blizzard. They seem unperturbed. However, as you guys take another few feet forwards, the small mound or island begins more to take shape, and through in the center of this kind of lake or pond, through the raging blizzard, you can see a singular figure that is kind of standing atop this island. It's a humanoid figure, this lone humanoid figure. Skin that is white, so white that it blends in with the snow. As this face, you can barely make out, those of you ahead, seems covered in rime frost, with pale white hair that is just blown wild. You see long, emaciated limbs that seem to stretch wider and longer, and they reach outwards towards the growing crowd. Incredibly long and foreboding. A wide, sickening smile stretched inhumanly across its face. This somewhat female form draped in a gray-blue cloak that too is whipping wildly in the wind. As your group approaches, Mary and Hondo, you guys begin just for the first time to just spot this face. You can really only make out the face above your friends ahead of you, and it almost just perfectly blends in with the snow. It's just so perfectly matched. But as Hondo, or as Val, Brawley, Lav, and Gord make your way closer, you see one of the elves ahead of you step forward, dragging a body behind them, not in a blanket or sack like you saw before, just a pure small body that seems to be unmoving across the water, or across the ice. He gets within 10 feet of this lone figure that is standing atop this kind of rise of rock, and drops the limb of this small elven body that doesn't seem to move in response. The elf then kind of stands and looks up expectantly as the figure atop, those of you ahead, see she smiles even wider, like the sides of her face like cracking to open her jaws wide. She slowly raises one of these long claw-like fingers to the treetops, and with a flick, a massive crow swoops down onto the ice and makes its way towards this young, small body.
How far away are we?
You and Hondo are about 20-ish feet, 25 feet. Yeah, you guys would be 25. Val, Brawley, Lavengord would be about 10.
Are people still laughing? Is he still laughing when he does this?
He is still... he stops laughing. That's a good point. Sorry. He stops as he goes to make his offering, though everyone else is still laughing. It just seems like that same low laughter that when
Subdued
you almost
a
caught
little.
that guy.
Okay.
It's not the full manic laughter of a full encounter, but it's still kind of ever pervasive. But he does seem to stop as he makes this offering, so to speak. But this crow is swooping down, and it swoops down, and with two massive talons just snatches on to the body of this, what looks like it could be a young girl, a young boy. It's difficult to make out, and swoops off toward the treetops on the opposite side of the lake. And as it takes off, you see the ice crack, and a splinter cracks between your group right beneath Fern. And the elf ahead just plummets into the ice and water. You do not see him resurface, struggle, or swim.
Mary has, resisting the urge, hands tight on absolutely everything, jaw clenched, is just going to try to make a bead on specifically where that crow went.
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Um, 16.
Nice. That's pretty good.
It's okay.
I have a stupid play idea too, so I'm real excited.
Oh, my stupid play idea is she's just gonna start fucking trying to murder shit.
Let me try my stupid play.
You see this crow take up into a treetop across the opposite side, kind of to the right and a little bit further off, but you lose sight of it as it kind of gets a little out of your vision. But you wager it goes around kind of the pond and up into a treetop more to the south, maybe about 80, 60 feet up.
Okay, I have a direction to check later. That's kind of all I have.
How far are we from the island Earth?
You guys there are about 15 feet from the base of the island.
I would like to start...
And about 5 feet from the next, 5 feet back from the next guy, but he's over 10, 15 feet. So
I would like to start
you see what I'm saying?
Moving us forward.
Okay. As you guys begin to move forward, the guy actually to your left, he steps forward as he's already kind of next in line. And you see he just drops at his feet, just a clattering of metal, and you can see it seems like randomly accumulated things from a home. There's a tea kettle or pot, and tin and silverware, and a blade, and it all clatters at his feet. And the figure atop looks to this man, and with another flick, another crow swoops low and scatters the blades and this items as it lands directly in front of him and just bites at his neck. This massive crow, like the same size as Gord's giant eagle form, swoops down and bites at this guy and proceeds to just begin to maul this man as the figure atop just smiles wildly looking down.
While that happens, I'm just going to quickly try and quietly stay on the earring, stay off the ice, and then I'm going to try and move us forward. I want to be next in line if we can.
I will make a point. You guys are all on the ice.
Can I touch everyone?
You can only touch Gord and Fern right now.
Can I move to within a turn to be able to touch everyone?
Well, not everyone, but you could get within Val, Brawley, Gord, and Fern. Mary and
Who do you
Hondo are
wanna touch?
specifically back 10 feet.
Well, I guess you could go on Fern. If you had to fly.
Hmm.
Is the storm really bad still?
I'll go on the earring after Val says that and just say, if a crow comes for another kid, I'm fucking shooting it.
I'll try and move Brawley and I forward.
Okay. You guys step ahead of... Are you going to step ahead of Fern, Lav, and Gord? Like, just the two of you are going to move forward? Or
Yeah.
Okay. You guys make your way forward, and you can see the crow to your left finishes with a snap as this guy just crumbles, and the crow just begins to kind of peck and tear into, you see just like the guts being pulled from his stomach as blood and viscera just splatter across the white and blue snow and ice. You push forward, keeping up the ruse.
Yep.
I'd like another performance from Valentine and Brawley.
Not great.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. 14.
13.
Okay. As you guys make your way ahead of this next guy, you get within 10 feet of this figure atop the stone. And as this crow is kind of pecking wildly at this creature at this person beside you, you see another kind of crack of ice, and it just spreads out across beneath all of you towards Fern and kind of in all directions. You see the figure who's just kind of drifting in the wind, standing there, but just kind of letting the wind kind of guide their body. They look towards you, and you see this horrid, ugly form, this just scary-looking female form. And she looks down at you, and this massive, wide smile of jagged teeth has yet to fade. And she looks to you, and her eyes go wide, and says, for the first time, you guys hearing her speak, "What is it you have to offer to the crow?"
I'll shove Brawley down.
Okay.
And I'll kneel down beside her. And then I'm gonna look up. And then I am going to say, "The Summer Queen's Vengeance," and then I'm gonna click on Heartbreaker and run at her.
Oh, let's roll initiative.
Yeah!
Okay. Let's take a break. I lied. It's better to take a break, come back, then roll initiative. That's a good time for a break.
Oh, I'm gonna need more wine. Oh boy.
Let's get some booze. Let's get ready to fight. And let's get back into it. Let's all roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's on brand.
What do you get for the llama?
All right,
What's the llama.
25 to 20.
I got 23.
I got it. 24.
Nice.
Hondo, it was you.
22.
Okay. So
Good job, guys.
Mary. Val, you got 23.
That's right.
Okay, 15 and 20.
Cricket.
Okay, cool. Let's go 10, 15.
I got 14.
Okay. And what did Lav and Brawley get?
3.
No, baby, you had that.
Oh. 8?
Yep.
8.
Okay. Oh, wait. Gord. is there.
Oy vey.
Lav, Brawley.
Mhm.
Okie dokie. Mary, you see Heartbreaker's light kick on in the snow ahead of you. You can't quite make out what's happening or what caused it, but you see the telltale signs of Valentine about to do something. But you have first action. What do you do? You can see. Sorry, let me give you a quick lowdown on what you're looking at. Mary and Hondo are in the back as previously established. Fern is chilling there. Lavender, Gord, Valentine, and Brawley are ahead. We got the crow over here feasting on this dead guy, and then you can see a couple of other scattered figures and our lone figure atop this small island here.
I was going to attack that tree up there,
Kyle.
so I'm glad to get that clarification.
May I ask a question?
Yep.
Can Lavender touch Gord and Mary?
You can touch Gord right now.
Mary's there.
Mary is right
You're-
here.
Yeah, and you're up here. Oh, that's
You guys
you,
are
sir.
separated by about 10 feet. Mary and Hondo are specifically hanging back with the established order.
So are you guys. The only noise
Oh, yeah.
is that rock, right?
Well, so the ice, if you can see, I know it's going to be kind of difficult on the camera, but there's a
Oh,
line
yeah.
all around.
Mm-hmm.
All inside is ice, all outside is snow, and this is the raised kind of islandy area.
Okay.
Okay.
Mary, you're up.
Sorry, I was muted, and it's harder to do that on the tablet. Okay, I see Heartbreaker, and I know exactly what that means because this situation, Valentine goes into talk, and then Heartbreaker comes out. In the first 10 seconds happens a lot. So she's going to kind of tuck and roll to her left, so
Okay.
she can get food on the crow because I'm doubting that my arrows are going to do anything against this other guy, and I don't want this crow to snatch up anything else. And I'm going to take 2 shots at it.
Okay. You draw your bow, you fire your first shot, and it's kicked up in the wind about 10 feet away from you.
Fuck, it's just not going to work at all. Great. Awesome. Okay. When I moved, did I get the sense that if I move quickly, this ice is probably going to break?
You only moved about 5 feet. Actually, you moved 10 feet technically by what I moved you there, but what's your your passive investigation?
It's 21.
You gather that moving at a quick pace could definitely give you some could weaken the ice, but it's more about weight or about heavy movements, like big jumps and stuff like that. But you think that you can move across it, like you moved there 10 feet, you're fine. Like you don't have any concern over your weight moving across.
Okay. I'm going to then, I know another shot's going to be useless, so I'm just going to use my rest of my movement to end my bonus action, I guess, to get over to the side off the ice and start moving quickly along the, just to the left, or to your right, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just kind of realizing the ice would also be difficult terrain. So 5, 10, 15, 20 to here.
I have my bonus action, so I just wanted to get stage
this
left for us, just off the ice so I can start like fucking running up
Okay,
the
so this is
thing next
30,
turn.
40, 50, and you'd be off
60.
with your full bonus action dash.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
You technically have another attack, but you do not have. You realize that using your bow, you're not going to be able to attack anything within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
Sorry, it's my phone. Passive perception is where the fuck is that on here? It's a 16.
Okay. You hear as you get to this side, you hear some heavier movement to the north, kind of over in this direction, but you cannot yet spy anything. But you can hear some heavy movement.
Yeah, that's it. My turn.
Okay, that ends Mary. It's Valentine.
Bonus action, Hexblade's Curse on her.
Okay.
And I am going to run up and take a sword slash at her using Booming Blade.
Okay, first things first, I need you to make a athletics check to climb up here.
Sure. That is 8.
It will use your full move to get up beside her.
And
just
then,
in terms of using your full movement to climb up, and you could still use your action and everything, but like you could get up to here to make your attack.
just little stumble off the quippy line, little stumble, little
Yep.
crawl up.
The ice is not quite as favored terrain as you're used to. It's you slip underneath immediately in your first step, and then clamber up over the edge of the rock, and you can make your attack with Booming Blade.
Perfect. Come on, baby. Not great. It is 16.
16 is a miss. You make your first swipe, and looks like you cut through kind of her midsection, but you just see it carves through some of this tattered cloth. As you get close now, you can see she is incredibly frail. She looks as if skin and bone, full emaciation, like there's no muscle or fat tissue to her body, just like a frozen corpse come to life. And she just cackles in your face.
Yeah, I'll just twirl my blade, hold my shield up, and just prepare myself.
As you make your swipe and it misses, she looks to you and says, "Your summer bitch isn't going to be here today."
Rude.
That is going to end your turn. Take us to Hondo.
Okay. I'm thinking of creating a frozen wall.
Okay. Where?
Don't block us from attacking her.
So I will point out, Kev, everyone's going to kind of have to play this a little fair to the rules. You guys can only see about 15 feet ahead of you clearly. So Hondo, from your position, you can't see this up here. You can see these guys, no problem. And you can make out the faint pink of Valentine's sword, but very, very faintly in this blistery blizzard. So you can only see a clear 15 feet ahead of you. Just to keep that in mind.
Okay, maybe I'll hold that until I get close. Okay, I'm gonna move. Is that Fern right in front of me?
Yeah, this big wing thing is Fern.
Can I hide behind Fern and then throw a dagger?
Sure. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You have to use your full move to get up to him because it is slippery terrain.
You did see Mary's bow not work, right? Did he see that?
You would have seen Mary's first arrow get swept up in the wind. But you can certainly give it a shot.
Worth a try, just maybe not your incredibly rare dagger that you always lose.
I've used my full. You said I used my full movement to get there, right?
That's right. You used 30 feet of your move to get behind Fern. You haven't used your bonus action to hide yet, but that would be like your hide action, and then your attack action would be bonus into action. But if you want to use it to save it for movement, it's now your call right now.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just check that I have this still.
God, I'm terrified of what could happen next.
I'm going to cast invisibility.
Okay.
Ooh!
All right. All right.
H.
See his footsteps in the snow.
Or the snow all around him, just you can see him in the snow.
I think we have invisibility.
Is this your first time casting invisibility on yourself?
I think so.
No,
Oh,
you've
shit.
done it once before, I think.
Maybe in the tunnel. Did you do it then?
Maybe in the tunnel.
Yeah.
When we
When
were
you guys were fucking around in Haverfeld, I think you did.
That big
the
centipede
big
thing.
blue centipede. You drew an
Guilty
adorable
is.
picture of that centipede.
Yeah, it's like.
I'm going to use this to indicate you are now invisible. So that is your action to turn invisible, which you now are. You are also concentrating on that spell. So I'll put that on you. Okie dokie. That's your action and your movement. You do have a bonus if you want to try and hide. You now have advantage on that hide because you're invisible.
Yeah, I'll hide.
Okay, so make a stealth check at advantage,
Okay.
and we will move forward in initiative. So what's that with your bonus?
What am I looking at? Sorry.
Your stealth.
Stealth is 15.
So it's like a 31.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, you are invisible and a very talented rogue. You are incredibly stealthy. And even Lavender to your right suddenly has lost sight of you entirely.
Hondo.
Okay, the end of Hondo's turn. That takes us to the 20. At this point in time, the laughter around you begins to pick up as an aggressive action has been taken against this figure here. Though none of you immediately are in the vicinity of a creature, not to worry. However, the blizzard is also bearing down on you all. Everyone without resistance takes 3 points of cold damage. Those of you with resistance take 1 point of cold damage. So Hondo and Valentine 1, everyone else takes 3 points of damage. And that will continue us on to the main event.
Oh, shit.
As Valentine is in this creature's face. She is going to... Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Don't like.
Don't do it.
She is going to turn to you,
Cast a kill.
swish around you, seemingly undisturbed by the blizzard. The wind and the snow and sleet and ice seem to be not having any effect on her. And you can see as she kind of draws from her back this medium-sized wooden craggly piece of wood, kind of like a staff. At the end, it's kind of frayed in this weird way. She kind of wields it and spins it, and with a claw hand outstretched, you see this blast of cold air begin to erupt and blast in a cone of cold in this direction. I need a 60-foot cone.
Oof.
60 feet.
That's going to hit everybody but Mary.
Is it too late to counterspell this?
I would say kind of,
I
but
feel like I let it go too long.
yeah.
I let it go too long.
I got to the point of describing
I
the
thought
spell
about
and its
it.
range.
Thought about it. It's too late.
It's going to be a... What kind of save is it? Constitution save from everybody but Mary, including Fern.
Okay. Oof, not great.
Have con save.
Hondo, con save? So I rolled 5. That's total.
13.
Fern rolled 9, better than Val.
17.
16?
Sorry, I was doing math. So, let me get Allie total.
17?
That is a save. You take 20 points of cold damage. Lavender,
16.
that is just a save. You take
Oof.
20 points of cold damage. Valentine,
I was like a 5.
that is a fail, but you are resistant to cold, so you take 20 points of cold damage.
God. And Fern also failed. Fern got a 9.
Fern takes a full 40 points of cold damage.
Fern's looking low, guys.
Hondo,
13.
that is a fail, but you're resistant to cold, so you take 20 points of cold damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain your spell. And Gord, what was your save?
16.
16 is just a save as well. You take 20 points of cold damage.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Hondo, you maintain your invisibility.
Boy, Hondo.
As this, you're already beginning, like, you guys have been in this blizzard for over an hour, pushing into almost 2 hours, that you've been kind of progressing through this and trudging through this horrible conditions. You feel you are getting more and more accustomed to the cold. You guys are beginning to get hardier, though more and more exposure to it could be trouble. At this point, Valentine, as she finishes casting the spell, she gives you a horrifying wink and spins the staff once more, slips it between her legs, and takes off flying.
Bish.
Ah! Come back!
Bish.
You can make an attack of opportunity if you wish, because she
I
does leave your
shall.
range.
Come on, baby. Nice. This will hopefully hit her. This is a 24.
Definitely hits.
Okay. Because it's plus 5 damage to whatever I roll because of Hexblade.
Mhm.
So let me just roll that. Nope.
You also
just
crit
roll.
on 19s. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, man. Why don't I use this? Okay. Oh, max damage. Okay, so 8 plus 12 is 20. And it's
20.
radiant if that affects her at all?
No further effect there. However, 20 points of damage is pretty tight. So that takes her with a nice sizable chunk as she begins to fly, and you see her kind of disappear into the storm out of your immediate sight. Double checking something really quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That finishes that. That's her turn. At this point, the cawing begins to grow just as loud as the maniacal laughter, and this crow is going to swoop towards Alana, and 2 more descend from the treetops. One swoops down to Valentine, while another is going to decide between Lavender and Gord. Gord swoops down.
Fucking crows.
The crows.
The crows go.
So a beak and talon against Valentine.
Counting crows.
The beak is a 16. The talons are a 19.
19 hits.
Okay. You are going to take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As its beak, as you slash across the hag's form as she takes off to the sky, the crow just from behind you, you bring your shield up just to block the beak that pierces just past your cheek, but its talons nip at your side. Against Alana, that is a natural 1 on the beak.
Yes.
But a 20 on the talons.
Oh, that hits.
So you take 10 points of damage as the talons. Not a natural 20, just a 20 total, to be clear. And against Gord, ooh, those are going to hit. That's a 20 on the beak. Actually, a 16 on the talons. What's your AC, Gord?
That's too low.
Well,
Okay. You take a total of 16 points of damage collectively. Of beak and talon damage as you were focused solely on the creature ahead of you who now has kind of flown away, and now suddenly you are being harried by a giant crow. These 2 who are on Valentine and Gord are going to stay, while the one on Allie is going to fly away. What, 5, 10, 15? Yeah. Okay. Where are we? Gord, it is now your turn.
I will change into a dire wolf.
Okay.
Cool, dope.
Using your bonus action, you drop form into... What does your dire wolf look like?
It's like really big and white.
Cool. Nice. It blends in nicely. Like a winter wolf. Like Ghost.
To me, Ghost.
That's your bonus.
And then I'll just attack that creature beside me.
You got it. Make an attack.
My bite.
Imagine you're a crow and you're just playing this night. And you turn into a
Into a
big wolf.
fucking wolf.
And he fucking attacked you.
Right.
Sounds like a bad day.
In fairness, these seem like pretty dark crows.
Remember when Ghost didn't get any pets?
Remember when Ghost got no pets? And he was
Remember
such a
when
good
they just totally misused Ghost as a character entirely in that
And he
season?
was just such a good boy.
Yeah.
We're supposed to roll 2d6, right?
I did that.
If you hit, you roll 20 to hit, add your attack bonus, and then you'll probably hit. There's AC's not very high, but you gotta roll to hit.
We got 9 on the d20.
9 with your bonus, or 9? Oh yeah, so you still have to add your attack bonus on the direwolf character sheet. There's a to hit bonus.
14 then?
That'll hit.
Yeah.
So 2d6 plus 3 or 2 or something like that.
6.
All right. Is that plus with the bonus?
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay. You manage to bite down on the crow's wing as it swoops in and makes its attacks against you. It still looks pretty hardy. Not dead yet. That's your bonus. Is that you only get one attack as the direwolf? It'll say multi-attack if you get more.
I think you do.
No, it's just that.
Oh yeah, maybe it's the pack tactics thing takes that out.
I think it's a bear that gets a multi-attack.
That's it.
Yeah, they just have bite.
Okay. In that case, that is going to end your turn unless you want to move anywhere.
Yeah, I'll stay there.
You got it. End of Gord's turn. That takes us to our surprise guests. Thundering out of the woods over here, Mary sees...
What the fuck is this?
Makes its way to her side. Mary, you watch as you are kind of taken by surprise by a horrid-looking beast. A wicked giant-like creature, deformed body in this vile demeanor, this massive, like, hunchback of Notre Dame on steroids and with a bulging eye that is glowing yellow and is just horrid in transformation. It looks chaotic, cursed, demented as it rushes towards you, huge and lumbering with a club in its hand, and rushes out of the storm to attack you. Two attacks with his club. Oh, what trash rolls. That's a 12 and a 20 to hit.
Yeah, the 20 hit.
Okay, so 20. It's also a trash roll. You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as the first club takes you by surprise, but the second you manage to dodge swiftly out of the way of. And then I need you, as you finally look up into the face of this massive creature that stands like 8 feet tall, 9 feet, hulking down, looking at you with this one bulging yellow eye, and the other regular size at its side. The yellow flares as it magically looks within you, need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Ooh, oh no. These aren't good. Okay, well, that's just I think it's a, sorry. Charisma save. It's a 17.
Nice.
17 is
I
a
rolled
success.
a 16. I only have a +1.
Okay, you take 17 points of psychic damage
Oh my god, what the fuck is this thing?
as this cursed creature looks within you and then attempts to kind of evil eye you with its evil eye.
Fuck.
You see another burst through this side,
Ooh, it's got Hondo written all over it.
but cannot quite make it yet.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, no one has been.
And another from over here.
Oh shit. Who is that over there?
That's a dead guy.
Okay, good.
I'll get him off the field. He's dead. You guys, you don't particularly see them. Allie could probably see the close one over here. You guys probably can't see this one yet. However, you hear a and a smashing, crumbling of ice and trees breaking as a cacophony of these creatures begin to rush into the fray as well. But that's going to be all they can do on this turn.
QQ. Are people still around this lake? Are they still transfixed?
Yeah, so you can see this. Well, you from up here can actually see this guy, and this guy are all beginning to like madly laugh again. However, you guys all saved against its effect, and it hasn't had any further effect on you. So,
Okay.
but you do see 3 elven individuals still innocently kind of waiting. Do I camera drop?
True, there are still innocents. Okay.
Yeah, let's kind of readjust that a touch.
That's good.
Sure. Here, maybe I'll turn them so you can see a little better.
Do you have some sort of a dolly shot? Maybe a crane shot?
One of these days. One of these days I will. Okay. That takes us from them to Lavender.
Who am I right next to?
You are currently directly next to a wolf and Fern, and you cannot tell you're next to Hondo.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
can, yeah.
Hondo.
You've got Fern and Gord directly next to you, and you can see Brawley is about 15 feet ahead of you here, but you know that will take 30 feet to get there because of the ice.
Oh yeah, shoot! And the friggin' storm's going.
You
Yeah.
can move 30 feet, though. You have that movement.
You could
But
also
you can
make
move
a
15
flying.
feet and then action dash to go 30 full.
You could also make a flying direwolf you could then ride, which sounds cool as fuck.
Possibly.
That's also cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
That's also cool.
But I think if I cast fly, it automatically goes on me and then whoever I'm touching.
Yeah.
No. When you cast fly, you decide who you cast fly on. It's just
Yeah.
you can
Twin it.
double cast it on
I think
whoever
it's
you
a
want.
touch.
You got to touch them to cast it on them,
So you can do both.
but you don't need to cast it on yourself.
But I mean, then if you like fall off Gord
Yeah.
while he's flying, that's bad.
Alright. I think, because I feel like Gord's good as a direwolf, I'm going to dash towards Brawley,
Okay.
touch her, and cast fly at a level 3 to target her as well. And then I'm going to swoop up high enough that I am out of sight of these guys, but like not high into the storm.
Okay.
I think that
Two
has to be a
things.
fourth. Yeah.
You can use your sorcery points to twin it, and you can do it as a third, but you have to spend your sorcery points. You can cast it as a 4th level without sorcery points needed, and you could do that and cast it on another person. Totally fine. Regardless, wild magic surge.
You would. I haven't rolled a 1 yet this evening, so who knows?
Wait for it.
3.
Oh, that's so close.
Which one do you want to do?
Yeah, so which way do you want to go?
I think I'm gonna go 4th level because I really like those magic missiles. And...
Oh, magic missiles aren't affected by
Oh, they aren't
sorcery.
sorcery points though.
Nope.
But
it just means other twinning and other subtle spells, and it's up to you how you want to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast at a 4th.
Okay. 4th level spell. You can get close enough to Alana without needing to action dash. You do burn 30 feet to get to her. So your fly speed is only another 30 after that because you've already used 30.
Can I fly onto that rock?
You could go another 5, 10, 15, which is actually 30, so it's doubled again because you find your speed while moving through the air is also being hampered by the wind.
Okay, cool. I am able to fly, but I am like hovering right above this rock.
You got it. I'm going to put a concentration on you. And Allie, you find yourself also slightly lighter in a familiar way that you have found from Lavender's abilities in the past.
Whoa, thanks, Lav.
So that's your action. You still have a bonus if you want to try and do anything with a bonus.
What can I do with my bonus?
Inspire someone.
Yeah, that's
I'll
kinda
inspire Brawly.
Cool. What do you say to Brawley to inspire?
I say, "Come on, girl, let's show them how hard you can hit."
It's good. Right to the
Deal.
point.
And she'll show them now
Can I
because it's
use
now
that?
her turn.
All right. What is the closest thing to me?
So, as you are watching everyone else rush off into their own way, the crow came and hit you, but it flew away and got to about this distance. You can see both of these creatures are about as close to you as anything else. You do see there is another elven man here to your right who is kind of cackling manically, but he doesn't seem as threatening as this half-giant thing over here and a scary crow.
Okay. I'm going to go for the scary giant thing.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are unfortunately 5 feet short of getting to him without an action dash.
Okay. Then I will do that.
You're going to dash?
Yeah.
Get up on him. That's your action and your movement.
Okay.
You have a rage left?
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna rage, and let's do that.
Oh my god.
I love
get-
the light.
If I get attacked, then it'll be okay.
Yeah. Bonus action as you rush across the ice, your little dwarven legs just churning on the slippery surface. You make your way to this massive creature, this weird, demented, hulking form in this weird hunchback and boiled face. You rush up into its combat range, but unfortunately have to use your full action to get there. I'm sorry, you were flying, but it would have been the same amount of movement because it's hampered by the wind. So
It just looked cool. Like when, like in Dragon Ball Z, where they like fly,
yeah,
kind of like floating, but they're still near the ground.
yeah, that's my
Picture
bad.
the horns going like, or your hair going like Super Saiyan horn style.
Yeah.
Horn.
You're an airbender now.
But you are at the ready for your next round of attacks.
Okay.
It is now Mary's turn. At the top of initiative order, you're over here, and there's a weird, creepy, scary thing looking at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it
Cool.
with my sword.
Do it.
Because I don't know what else I can fucking do. At first, I'm going. Oh, this is probably a bad idea. No, I'll do it anyway. First, I'll try to use my insightful fighting.
Okay.
Bonus. It's a 25.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question after Mary?
You can ask now.
Could I be because I'm invisible? But could I be taking a short rest?
No. No, you can't.
Short rest is an hour.
Yeah.
Can
I
I,
mean,
short rest?
If you want to dip from the fight, if you want to pull away, like you can get it started, but
You will be out this entire fight.
I need to roll a few hit dice, I think.
Bro, you're fine.
I mean, if you're not, you can tell someone to heal you because, like, otherwise, legitimately,
You have healing. Heal yourself.
I'll have to see if I have how many slots I have left.
I did just drop a picture into our chat to show
I
you what
saw
these
it.
creatures look like,
Do not like.
if anyone is interested. Mary, what was happening with you again? Sorry.
I made an insightful fighting, and you said, yeah, you weren't even. I don't even know if you rolled against it.
No,
but-
he was gonna lose.
Okay. First attack is a 27 to hit.
Definitely hits.
I can take them.
Mary will use this green one for your insightful fighting.
That's pretty good. Wait, why isn't that on here? It's a. Sorry, this just doesn't have the right weapons. I'm gonna have to fix it. But doing the math, it's 21 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
And I'll go for my second attack.
Yep.
Oh, no, I just lost my D20. Does this have? The second one is like a 23 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah. Just a regular. Ooh, full damage though. That is 15 points of damage.
Okay.
That's it. It's, I might. No, I can't. I'm not gonna move. Kind of all I can do.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I know you're kind of off camera here right now. That's okay. But that's your action, your bonus, and you're gonna stay put.
Yeah, I'm just hitting them, and going, "What the fuck are you?" That's it.
Okay. Valentine.
She's gone. Can't see her anymore. What can I see? Can I see this one where Brawley is near?
You can see. Well, there's a crow directly on you, fighting
okay.
you. If you want to make a perception check, you can get a bead on where this hag creature and what Brawley is fighting, but directly in without making an action perception, you can't see.
I'll do that.
Okay. I'd say, yeah, I'd do a bonus action perception, so you can still try something.
21.
Okay, yeah, you can make out Brawley's fighting a creature, and let's see if you can spot. Oh yeah. Okay. You can see the hag creature is flying about roughly 50 feet above you guys, kind of looking down. It's about 40 to 50 feet. It's hard to detect exact range, and she is kind of looking down over the scene. But you can just make out the whipping of her cloth and stuff.
Okay, I will. Well, I got this crow all up on me, right?
You get the crow directly beside you, and you do see Allie fighting this weird horde creature.
Then I will just slash this crow next to me.
Cool.
Yep, it's definitely going to hit. Natural 17 on the dice.
Definitely hits.
And then... Ooh, max D's. Oh, no, sorry, wrong dice. It's rolling a D10. Not as good. That's a 2 plus 5, I think. Let me just check. Come on. Oh, no, it's 2 plus 7, so 9.
Okay, you find as this crow is attacking and you bring Heartbreaker through it, you find the radiance of the blade of the Summer Queen's patron seeming to do a little bit more damage than you had initially thought, and you see feathers scatter away in puffs of smoke. You dealt 9 points, you said?
Yeah.
So it becomes 18.
Woof.
This creature is still up, but barely.
And then... I think that's it. Maybe I can't see very well, but maybe I'll just dance around it a bit. Actually, no, I'll stay as close as I can to Brawley, like to Brawley's side.
Yep. Yeah, it would be difficult to get around it anyways because it's kind of a thin line there. But
sure.
Yeah. Okay. End of Valentine's turn. Hondo, you are invisible behind Fern. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to move closer. I'm going to move my full ability to walk on the left past Fern.
This way?
Yeah, and then like around it, like so toward the island.
Okay, so let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get you there.
And I may bonus dash.
Okay, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And I'm in range for an attack now, right?
If you're trying to attack Lavender, yeah. But if you're going for the crow up here, no. You could get to this crow here and make an attack, or this crow here and make an attack.
Maybe I'll go to that crow then on the left.
The one right by Brawley or the one by Gord?
No, the other one.
You can get right up on that one?
Yep.
I think our left and Kyle's left are backwards.
Yeah, the mirrored camera fucks me up all the time. As you invisibly rush up, this crow is just kind of flapping its wings, looking about for its target. It does not see you coming. You have advantage on your attack.
I will slash it.
What blade are you using?
I will use Frostbite.
Okay.
And I think that will be a hit.
Yes, definitely hits. However, as you carve through, despite you having... Actually, you have advantage, so roll to see if you get a 20, pardon me.
Ooh.
No,
buddy.
So good you had advantage.
Natural 1.
Yeah, you're fine. The cold damage on these creatures doesn't seem to have quite the same effect as you're used to. So if you can roll the damage for the cold separately from the rest, they are seemingly resistant.
Let me take... So for Frostbite, it says 1d6 plus 5.
Yep.
And then plus 1d6 cold. So no
Yes.
one... So just 1d6 plus 5.
So roll the 1d6 plus 5 first, and then roll another d6, and it'll just be half that. Ooh, okay, so 6 points on that one.
Yeah, I saw her above us, but you don't know that.
6 points on that one. What can I do? Math. And then how much? Roll another d6, Kev?
Yep. And...
It'll be half as much of this.
Better.
Okay, so it's an extra 2 there. So not too bad. Not too bad. But you find that Frostbite is not doing quite as much damage. But you make your attack. You do get sneak attack on that, though, as well, because you're invisible. So roll an extra 4d6.
There you go.
Sorry, but I totally forgot you're a rogue.
Come on, baby.
4d6, is it right?
I think it's 5, actually. But that's enough. You're good. It only had 12 hit points left. As you rush up, despite the creature seemingly resistant to the cold blast, your surprise attack from beneath, as you jam Frostbite up through it, is enough to sever its life. That action, though, breaks your invisibility, unfortunately.
And then I just go...
Hondo pops out beside, and everyone is now blatantly aware of his position.
There's this bottle of water that is endless.
Yeah. Freezing himself.
Okay, that is your movement, bonus, and action. I believe that's the end of your turn. On these guys' turn, on the 20, the blizzard continues raging.
Blizzard sucks.
Ooh, that's a 9 points of damage to any of you who are not resistant to cold, and 4 to those of you who are. That was a little bit of a high roll. My apologies.
Fern's real low, guys.
I'm gonna heal myself too.
Do I get it halved because I'm raging or no?
You definitely do.
Oh,
Good
okay.
call. So you are now considered resistant to cold, if for any time I asked about that.
Okay.
So 3 of your party are now resistant. That is the blizzard. The cacklers are kind of cackling away, but they are not moving, and you guys are not close enough to have any effect there. So no worries there. This takes us to the hag, who swoops a little low. And what does this do? Oh, that would be bad. But it would be fun to do to you guys.
I never like when you say that.
Oh wait, I don't want to do that. I take it back. You're safe. You're safe for now. Don't worry about it.
Okay, great.
For now.
Exactly. Let's do this instead, because it's not. Okay, perfect. 20-foot radius, 40-foot high. Okay, yeah. Valentine and Lavender above you. Val, you know that is the source of this hag-like creature. As she's kind of whipping around, the wind seems to like die away around her for a moment. And Lavender and Val, you guys look up and you see this kind of clearing of space above you. And you see this creature who is kind of swirling her hands above as the storm clears away. And in a rough 20-foot radius around you guys directly above, you see these massive hard balls of ice that begin to pummel through the air past her and down towards you guys. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Too late to counterspell this.
It would be
Is
possible.
she out of my range?
No, she's within 60. If it's 60.
I'm just checking it quick.
I rolled a 1.
60 feet, yeah, for
So-
counterspell.
You're going to use it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Please
Okay.
do.
I'll use it at a 4th because this scares me.
Okay. As you use it at a 4th, the spell is rended from her hands. The sudden storm, this clearing of the storm, has made her has dissipated from her hands, and she looks down at you with a scowl, though still like grinning in this wild, manic way. But her action seemingly countered. She flies in a different direction into the storm again. That is going to end her turn.
That was not going to go well for both of us.
Let's see. The crow directly behind you is going to make its strikes on you. And
Just when I'm feeling confident.
yeah, this one I guess is going to keep fighting Gord. May as well. So, 2 attacks against Valentine. Oh, those are not good. A 11 and a 10. Gonna miss. Against Gord. That is, oh wow, both bad. A 15 and a 9. I think the 15 hits a direwolf.
Yep.
Okay. Brock, as your direwolf form, oh shit. You take 6 points of piercing damage. And the crow next to both of you are going to...
Can I try and attack it?
You have already used your reaction.
That's right. True. What about Gordo?
Gord, you can certainly try.
Here, I'll try to take a bite.
Make an attack.
Yummy taste of weird shadow crow.
Rolled a 16.
That'll hit.
2d6. 10.
Nice.
I think that's this one. That is enough to dissipate it. As you chomp at it, it just bursts into shadow and flesh and falls in your grasp. The other one, though, does get it away from Valentine.
Yeah, get it.
That is going to end
I can't get it.
their turn. It is now Gord's turn.
Just gonna run up to the other end. Yeah, that guy right there. Or
This
is he
guy?
gone?
This guy, I realized I wanted to put him over here instead of right there.
Oh, okay.
But you can get to this guy.
Yeah, I'll run up to him and bite him.
Yep. With your direwolf speed, easy enough. Make your attack.
Nine.
That is going to miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
As you rush into this creature, you didn't quite see it before. As you rush forward, and as you get close enough to take a bite, you realize you really don't want to bite this guy's flesh. It is just horribly covered in blisters and boils, and it's gray and gross looking. And you half-heartedly kind of go to take a bite out of it, and it doesn't quite land. But that is going to be your action. Do you want to do anything for a bonus? I don't think you can in your direwolf form, honestly.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. That takes us to their turns. This one is just going to move to there. This one is just going to stay there. And the other one is going to attack Gord. So let's do 2 against Mary. Oh, those are going to hit for sure. 25 and 26. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage and 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
And then it tries again to bear down on you with its evil eye. However, I'm going to go do the other attacks first. Let's do 2 against Brawley. 2 3s. That is utter trash. So that would be 2 12s, which I think miss.
Yes.
And against Gord, 2 attacks. Those, I think, hit a direwolf at 20 and 21. Gord, you are going to take... Your direwolf form takes... it was a shit roll. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
That ain't shit.
And... Ooh, that was much better. 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm back to Gord now.
As your direwolf form drops and you turn back to your tabaxi form, all 3 of you, Allie, Mary, and Gord, these creatures, these wide yellowish eyes stare down at you evilly, and I need you all to make charisma saving throws.
Who is that? Sorry, Brawley.
Brawley, Mary, and Gordo.
17.
Oh, fuck. 23, baby.
2 successes, and
12.
that unfortunately is a failure. So, Gord and Mary, you guys are going to take, let's make that 12 points of psychic damage. No, 13 points of psychic damage, sorry. Allie takes a full 27, not halved, because that is the one type of damage that you are not resistant to in this form. And as this creature stares down into you, Alana, you feel this magic, this psychic psychosis like creep into your mind, and you feel it kind of bubble and burn beneath your skin. You feel your skin actually begin to respond to this bubbling and burning, and beneath your armor you can feel your shoulder bulge, and it just grows like a boil hump on your shoulder, and down both your arms become hideously deformed and elongated, and your one leg grows shorter than the other. From your back, you feel these weird, like, pustules growing and pulsating. Your speed is halved. You have disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attacks.
Okay.
And that's it. Which is a lot. But you seemingly have been cursed by this creature, as your form is misshapen.
Oh no.
That ends their turns. That is Lavender's turn.
Oh my gosh. I am going to. So I can't see this like woman at all.
You could try and make a bonus action perception, but you did just see her kind of fly away further into the storm as the storm cleared, and then she took off.
Okay, but I mean, if she had just flown off, wouldn't I kind of know where she is around? So wouldn't that improve?
You have
my
a general
perception?
direction, so you can make the perception check as a
Can I?
bonus. Yeah, as a bonus for sure.
6.
Yeah, you have a general idea, but that there could be anywhere within 50 feet of a large radius there.
Okay. So I'm going to use just some like magic missiles to like start firing at a couple of these crows that are, or these like ogres that are attacking.
Yeah, you can see clearly this one. At this point, you can't make out anything other than just this guy or this elven guy and this elven guy. This is the only enemy right now that you can spy
Okay.
with the storm around, unfortunately.
So at a level 3, I'm just going to fire them all at that one.
Cool, do it.
Okay.
Auto hits.
So I get 3 plus 2, so I'll do 5.
Yeah.
So. Nice.
Nice.
4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that was unlucky.
I think it was only 5.
Oh, yeah. So 11 plus.
5.
Plus 5.
Yeah.
So 16 on that guy that Allie is in combat with. Okay. No problem. You see all of your darts slam into this hideous form, and like one of its pustules bursts as your magic missile slams into it, and you see a spray of this kind of purplish liquid. It's pretty gross. That's your action. You still have movement and bonus. Or use your bonus to try and perceive, but you still have movement.
I'm honestly just going to stay where I am.
You got it. No problem.
Maybe, actually, I'm going to just go hide on the other side of the rock. Wait, but
Look
they
over
could
here.
come out of the forest. You know what? I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay.
Picture her
Lavender
thinking all of this.
Yeah. weighs her options in all directions and then decides to stay put. That takes us to Brawley.
Okay, so I'm going to try and attack the guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
So-
see, that's disadvantage, right? Yeah.
You have disadvantage on this, unfortunately.
Okay. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Math. $16 damage.
Okie dokie. Still looking pretty hardy.
Okay, and I'm gonna try one more time.
Still at disadvantage, unfortunately.
Okay. 23 again.
That'll hit.
Oh. 21 damage.
Damn. Pretty good. Pretty good. That'll take us to that. Nope. Okay, that's 2 of your attacks. As you draw your hammer up to its full strength, you feel your whole body is just a little off, and you feel everything is a little misshapen, and you feel just weird. But you've got a purpose. You're still going to hit some shit and fuck some shit up, and you'll deal with it later. And you managed to do so. So, that takes us to Mary's turn.
Mary's looking really rough. So I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
To get myself a little more than 3 hit points.
Ooh, 3?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Nope. Just trying to find my second wind on here so I can mark it off. There it is. Okay. Oh, full health. That's great. Rolling a 10 on a d10. Plus my fighter level, which is what level are we now?
You're 13, so you should have 10.
10. Yeah, okay, so I can heal 20.
Nice.
Which is pretty good.
That's a good
So
heal.
now I have 23 hit points. Oh god. Okay.
That's your bonus?
It's my bonus. Fuck, he could just hit me next time though and still take me out. So I'll just hit him again.
Okay, do it.
Does he look like he's hurt at all, or is he just like still tanking this shit out?
He looks pretty tanky, honestly.
Great.
Like, your hits are doing damage. It's not like he is resistant.
Yeah.
They just either haven't been overly hard, or, I mean, you can tell, having fought giant creatures before, this creature is almost like giant in race, in gender, in background. So you know it's like hardy in nature.
What size would this creature be?
It would be considered huge.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, pretty big. Pretty big
God
boy.
damn it, none of my cool shit'll work.
Nah, he's a big boy.
Oh man, I was gonna try to push him through the ice. It was gonna be cool as fuck.
He, so far, has not encountered any ice.
Yeah, well. Okay, I'm just gonna hit him normally.
Cool.
Rolled a 23.
That'll hit.
Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because he's not large. Let's make it a menacing attack.
Okay.
Just to get some extra D's on there. He has to make a whiz save.
He's not very good. Oh, actually, he's not so bad at that. Oh, shit, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
That
sorry.
sucks.
That's my
That's
first
okay.
20 of the night, and it was on that save. Sorry.
No, that's fine. At least he takes extra damage.
Yeah, you still got the damage down.
We got 7 extra damage from it, so that's 25 damage total on the first attack.
Ooh, that's good.
Yep. I'm gonna try again. I'll do
Yeah, you
another...
may as well.
Yeah. Same thing. Menacing.
I can't roll another 20, can I?
Well, I rolled a natural 20. So...
Hey!
Wish that was on the first one with the sneaky sneak, but that's okay.
I did roll a 17 total.
Ooh, that might actually be what he needs.
Yeah,
I just gotta check.
I don't know if your save is 17 or 18.
I don't think it's 18.
That might be too high.
Yeah.
I think 17 is your DC.
No, it's an 18.
Oh, shit.
Fuck yeah. Okay, well, he gets double damage from these dices.
Yeah, and he's frightened.
And he's considered frightened of me. And I rolled so close to max damage, guys.
There you go. So
I
you get
rolled
all,
a 10 and a 7 on a d10 and a d8.
it all comes around.
Yay. So that's, what's 17 times 2?
34.
Okay, plus 7.
41 points of damage.
41 points of damage.
And this guy is starting to look pretty hurt now.
Cool, and also he's scared of me.
He is definitely scared of you. You dealt a lot of damage to him, and you seem resistant to his this curse, this stare that he has.
Yeah, when he hits me and she looks like shit, and
Yeah.
then just like closes her eyes and just tries to give herself fucking adrenaline boost, and just looks up at him, and just fucking smiles back with like a creepy smile, and beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna bother moving. Actually, you know what? I'll move around. I guess to the north. No, not completely. Like kind of between him and the tree, just so I'm slightly more away from the water.
Sure.
That's it.
No problem.
That's
Yeah,
my turn.
that was a good turn. That takes us to Valentine. You're muted.
And I'm muted. Can I? Is this crow fucking dead next to me first and foremost?
He has left. He is
Thank
not
God.
dead. But he's not there.
I would like to get to Mary if I can. Can I even see Mary?
You cannot see Mary.
I have no idea this is happening.
You have
No
no
one,
idea.
no one knows I'm hurt. Like we're all too far
No.
away from each other.
The only person you can see, obviously you can see Lavender, who's directly beside you. You can just make out Allie fighting one of these giant creatures. You're like, that kind of looks like it could be Hondo. Like, that's at the range where you're kind of getting a little unsure. You can't see Gord. You can't see the crow. You can't see the other thing Gord's fighting. I should have had you also, like, moving Fern if you wanted to move Fern. Fern's been just, like, watching from that position. But you can see Fern.
Okay, I will. I'll Eldritch Blast the one fighting Brawly.
Okay, yeah.
3 Eldritch Blasts on it. Let me just roll that quick. Sorry, let me pull this up. I think it's plus 10.
Yeah, that makes sense.
20, 16, and lowest is 14.
14 just hits.
Great.
So, all 3.
All 3. So 20, 32.
Okay, that's a good one.
Oof,
32.
nice.
Still hanging. But
And then, so if I use Eldritch Blast, what's the highest bonus action spell I could do? Level.
4.
Do you say 4?
yeah, all
Great.
levels up to 4. Cantrips don't count in that. So actually, I mean, you could use up to as high as you want. You use a cantrip.
It's tight. I'm not gonna go that high.
Go to 6, man. Do it.
Sorry, just looking at my spells.
That's cool. I should look at mine. I should look at what I'm gonna do.
I'll just level 2 bonus action healing word myself.
Sure. Do it.
I'll be like, come on, Valentine. Let's turn this shit around. 4 plus 5 is 9.
Okay. You heal 9.
I forgot D&D does this for me. It's great.
Is it the end of your turn? You're gonna stay there?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, that takes us to Hondo's turn. Hondo, you are right here. You do see this creature that Allie is fighting, and it would take a little bit of move, but you could get around to flank. You also have enough vision to see this creature that Mary is fighting, and you can just make out Mary is kind of limping, and she's kind of falling back away from this creature. You can just make out that she is kind of hurt too. You also can make out that Allie looks fucked up. Not in a, like, she's hurt way, but in a her body's weird way.
I'm going to say, Mary's too far for me to deal with right now. I will help fight this guy right in front of me. I will flank him.
So,
And-
yeah, 5'10" to get in off the ice, and then you're into regular terrain out here. So 5'10", 15, 20, 25, 30, you can get around to flank him.
And then I will stab him in the back. I will jump stab him.
Use your action to attack. What blade are you going to use on him?
Whisper.
All right.
Oh boy.
Roll an attack with advantage.
Roll again. Get a 20.
Do
Get a
it.
20, bud. Come on now.
That's
No.
not a 20.
But you do hit nonetheless.
And do I get sneak with that?
You do.
All right.
So 5d6 and 2d4, or 3?
Whisper is 1d4, yes, plus 7. Plus, it says plus 2d4.
Yeah. So 2d4 psychic, 1d4 regular piercing damage, and then 5d6 sneak attack damage. Rogues can get pretty nutty.
And then plus 12. No,
Yep.
sorry, plus 7.
Plus 7.
So,
So 37. Okay. This guy's looking pretty hurt. That takes
Way to
it.
go, Hondo. He has a bonus action still.
mhm.
Yeah, but I gotta do math.
Murder.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you meant like takes it to like as in next in initiative.
No, I was just doing math. Sorry. I was taking his health to this number that you don't know yet. But he looks pretty hurt. As he's kind of bearing down on Allie, you jump on his back and you manage to like grab onto the top of the hump, and you jump up and just slam Whisper back behind the neck, and it just. That's your action.
So for my bonus, I'm envisioning a scenario that's very similar to. Does everyone remember the Game of Thrones episode where the Martell Prince is murdered by a spear through his head?
No.
Yeah, I
but
recall it.
I'll believe you.
So I'm thinking I will pull my blink dagger and I will stab him through the head, and hopefully it will surprise Allie when it jets out right.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Make an
A
attack
bold
roll.
move.
Oh, I
You
like
have
this.
Attack at advantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Hondo.
Nat 20 on it.
There it is.
You've already used the sneak, unfortunately, so you don't get sneak doubled. But you do get with blink. You could use whisper again. Like it doesn't.
Oh, I
need
could.
to be-
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll use it again. That would be better.
Yeah. So it could be the 3d4 doubled plus 7. So 10
That
and
is
7.
shockingly low.
But that is enough to bring him down. So
Attaboy.
as Hondo, you jump up on the hump, you get one stab in with Whisper, you flip it around, and you pierce through. And the Whisper's not a big blade. However, it seems to elongate and just with this shadow energy that bursts the eye. This massive yellow eye just erupts as Whisper pierces through with this shadowy kind of discharge. And Allie, you certainly are shocked to see the blade come through as this giant form tumbles to the ground.
Oh, I'm so over this day.
Hondo, that is the end of your turn with all of your movement, your action, and bonus. But it was a good damn turn. This guy
That
is
was
dead.
awesome.
This guy is dead. That is Hondo down to the 20. At the 20, the blizzard rages across continuously. Those of you not resistant to cold suffer 7 points. So Allie, Hondo, and Valentine, you guys suffer 3 points of cold damage. Everyone else suffers 7. And you guys watch these figures here. Actually, I'll just keep on. You see the elves around collapse. Either some magical effect having brought them low, or the storm's power itself having dealt enough damage to them to have them succumb to its effect. They just fall to the ground as the storm continues to rage. But that is the end of that round. Takes us to her. Let's see. Okay. you guys watch as these creatures all fall around you. Valentine and Lavender, and I suppose Allie, you would see this too, and potentially Gord out of the side of your eye. You watch as the hag descends on one of the fallen from the storm, and she just dives out of the storm, out of nowhere. The staff broom, whatever it is she has carried, kind of clutched in her hand, but almost feverishly, she drops to her knees beside this creature, and with her jaw that just unhinges, she just tears into this creature. She just, both hands tear through its stomach and just pull out entrails and begins feasting on the flesh. The snow and ice are scattered with red as she is just eating every bit of this creature's form, just breaking bones and gnawing them back. In a matter of moments, she has devoured most of this corpse, and with its beating heart, she just licks it and looks up at you menacingly with the front of her face caked in blood and viscera. And you'd Allie, Hondo, Lavender, Valentine, Gord to make wisdom saving throws.
The fuck just happened? Wiz?
Oh,
Hondo.
Kev, I love you, man. You're so fucking good at D&D. You're
I know.
so hot in the moments when it matters.
Natural 20 to natural 1.
I fucking love it.
Oh.
Okay, it's Hondo. Allie?
17.
Allie, you have a disadvantage.
Oh no! Okay, come on.
18.
Okay, 15.
Yeah.
Okay. Valentine?
Is this a charm?
No.
I rolled.
Definitely just fear.
I rolled a 9.
That is a fail. Allie's a fail. Hondo's a fail.
Lav rolled 16, straight 16.
That is exactly the save needed.
Okay.
And Gord, wisdom save?
17.
That is okay. So, Allie, Valentine, and Hondo, you guys watch this horrid event take place, and you are indeed frightened. However, while frightened in this manner... Oh, that's on fire. That's not what I want. Frightened. And... frightened. While frightened in this manner, you can't understand what you just saw. You are so horrified, you can't even... You can't formulate words. You can't understand reading, language. The world is a horrifying place, and you are caught in the middle of it. And then she is going to move a little further. She finishes her feast. On the ground, moves to there. That'll end her turn. There is one crow left. And what's its speed? Let's see. 80-foot fly. Perfect. Gets back up on Valentine. And just looking up a rule real quick. Okay. Is going to make 2 attacks against Val.
Dispish.
You dodge the beak with a 9, but I think a 19 hits.
19's my AC.
So the talons do manage to sneak through for 10 points of slashing damage.
Fucking birds.
The crows have got it out for you, man.
They always have.
And it is going to chill there for now.
Okay.
That takes us to Gordo's turn. Gord, you see the creature behind you. Well, actually, you can just make out the creature behind you as it feasts on one of these elves' chests and whole bodies. But you are facing down one of these giant, weird, deformed creatures. What do you do on your turn?
Movement doesn't count as an action, right?
Nope. You've got 30 feet, technically only 3 squares right now because it is difficult terrain.
Okay, I want to move back so I'm in the middle of both creatures.
So you could risk an attack of opportunity from him. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. You can get right between the two.
And I'm going to cast Wall of Thorns right across.
You got it. You do take a hit from him as he rears back with the club.
Yo, fuck this guy.
So you're going to take a little bit of damage. Oh, you're going to take a little bit more than a little bit. You take 24 points of damage, which was a surprisingly heavy smack to the side of your head just as you turn. But with a clear mind, as you shake your head free, you summon a wall of thorns, presumably stopping it from hitting Fern.
You can hit Fern. He's fine. Whatever you want. Probably not if you can, but if...
You could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Yeah, that's good.
Thorns. Rawr.
Rawr.
Thorns. The wall of thorns erupts, catching both creatures within it. What's this? Is it? I should remember this. We do this all the time. I always forget.
Feet.
I think it's a dex save, right?
I just don't remember if it's on the top of their turn
I think it's when it first appears.
or when it
and
first
then
is
on their
created.
turn.
I think it's both.
I'll look it up.
I got it right here. When the wall appears, each creature in its area must make a dex save. On a fail, they take 7d8. Here we go. Dex saves.
78.
Okay, a hag succeeds. Other buddy, oh, he might succeed. Nah, he doesn't. That's a 15 on the other guy, but a natural 19 on the hag. So she succeeds, he fails.
She takes half.
She'll take half, the other guy takes full.
Give us 7d6, Brock.
78.
Oh, it's even better.
78.
Come on, girl.
This giant over here has yet to be hit, so this will be a good one.
49.
Woo! That.
Fuck yeah!
Attaboy.
So she takes half of that is, I'll say 25.
He's back, baby. He's back.
And let's, yep. Ooh, wait. Yeah. Cool. You summon the wall of thorns, which you see begin to rise from the ice itself and turn into jagged spikes of ice that turn and break free of ice and become black and green thorned bramble and a wall of greenery. It shrouds around this weird giant creature, and you see the hag kind of pull away slightly, but still get caught in the thicket as Gord manages to summon a wall of thorns. You are concentrating on that.
Right.
But that was sick. And yeah, your wall of thorns just separates you from the hag. This guy is caught right in the middle of it. And you are right on the edge of it south. So that was cool. That's your full move and your action. Do you want to do anything for a bonus?
Can I healing word myself?
Absolutely.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, yeah. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast healing word on myself.
Okay. 1d4 plus 3. At the end of your turn, it is now these giant creatures' turns. This one is frightened of Mary. Has disadvantage on attacks against...
Disadvantage on attacks when I'm in its line of sight.
Yeah.
And ability checks. and it can't move closer to me, but right now it can't really move closer to me. But that's it. It's not like forced to run away or anything.
No. I know it's not a turn, but he can't get closer to anybody else. He wouldn't have seen Gord just try and do the wall. So he's just going to try and take swipes at you at disadvantage. They're not super smart. This is just beat the shit out of the people around me. So, at disadvantage, first strike is a 15.
Nope.
Second strike. Oh, you bitch. It was a natural 20, but is also a 15.
Disadvantage? Nope.
However, disadvantage has no shit on an evil eye.
Yeah, I know.
So he stares down at you with the evil eye. What I will do is give you advantage on the save.
Thank you very much, because the first one was a natural 1.
Hey.
No? And the second one was a natural 15, so 17.
That'll save. So you take 13 points of psychic damage and maintain consciousness.
God.
But he can't move closer, and he has no reason to move away from you. I guess he's afraid of you, and he just missed all of his attacks. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It makes sense to run away at this point. You've scared him. 5, 10. You see him disappear into the storm. You could take a swipe if you wish.
Sure.
Swipe
I
at
don't have
him.
anything else to use reactions with. So.
Gord, the other creature is going to pull itself through the wall. And he's going to make a dex save as he does so.
I definitely hit, and then I rolled max.
You rolled max damage?
I did, and I definitely hit him. I rolled a 15, so it's like 26.
26 definitely hits, and you rolled 16 damage?
No, wait. Yes, 8. 15 damage.
15.
Oh, wait, is it a plus 7 or is it plus 8 for damage?
I don't know. It's not going to make a huge difference here. But.
I figured, but yeah, it's only a plus 7, so it's 15 damage.
Okay, 15 it is. This guy fails the save to pull himself free, so he takes another 7d8.
Oh. Gordo, that's you.
Yeah.
Roll a bunch of d8s, bud.
So roll 7d8.
$33.
Okay. This guy went from like full health to fucking half in a real quick minute.
Fuck yeah.
But
go Gord.
now he is going to bear down on you. Both of his attacks. Oh, come on. That's so bad. A 12 and a 15. I think 15 hits your AC, Gord.
Yeah, 15.
So, one hit. Okay, my damage rolls have been good. 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
You're down?
Damn.
Gord drops, as does the wall.
Shit.
The wall dissipates,
That wall was clutch.
and Gord is unconscious at the feet of this creature. And Valentine and Lavender, you hear the creature roar. And it seems like it's actually speaking in some language that I don't believe any of you are familiar with. But what you do notice is as the hag is like licking the blood from her finger, she looks towards Gord's corpse hungrily.
No.
Not a corpse yet, technically.
He looks like a corpse to her. That is its action. You can actually do this at range, which I wasn't doing, and I should have been doing, but this is okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Hey, you guys are in range. Cool. Valentine, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Sure. So funny. I just knew it was going to be low. I just had a feeling. 13.
Oh, it just fails. You take 27 points of psychic damage. And Val, as you see Gord lying at the feet of this creature, just beyond the range of your vision, you see the hag looking towards it, him hungrily, your friend, and your long history with hags, and the fear that has gripped you. You feel your body begin to change and deform. Your shoulder kind of juts out of place, and your left arm hangs long and limp, seemingly growing a foot longer. All across your face, these massive boils begin to pop and boil out of your face as one eye in its socket bulges. Your nose grows and lengthens and crooks and breaks. Your whole body just begins to become deformed, hunched, horrid.
Will I get really strong?
No, you have disadvantage on strength-based attacks. And dexterity-based attacks, and saving throws, and ability checks. And your speed is halved.
Okay, so not that bad.
That is the end of its turn.
This fucking hag thing.
Is Lavender's turn.
Great.
Did Amanda go to bed?
She did. She was working the morning show, so
Yeah.
I will be playing the role of Lavender. I will cast telekinesis. And am I within wild magic?
Yeah, of course.
And
Damn.
we'll cast telekinesis. How close am I to this hag woman?
You can see her. She is 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Excellent. I want to rip out her broom from her hands.
Okay, let's make contested checks.
Let me look this up.
So this is going to be her charisma modifier.
So it's strength versus my charisma modifier. Yeah, versus her strength. My spellcasting ability contested by that.
Charisma. Oh.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos on it.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled a 23.
I rolled a 23.
What happens?
The tie goes to the defender.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that was...
Let me see if Val can cutting words this. Is there something...
Val is incapacitated.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty shit.
I don't think that, that sucks.
That
As
is
you...
devastating.
I mean, you still have the spell up, so you can try again next time.
Yeah, the spell isn't failed. You concentrate on it for a minute. You're no longer flying, and neither is Alana. But as you reach forward, as she reaches forward with her magic, you see the hag, who is just hungrily looking down at her next meal. The staff almost fall out of her hand, and she just whoosh, catches it and holds it with these incredibly long, spindly arms. Yet there is a strength within that is beyond physical. And she just glares and licks her lips towards Valentine, or as Lavender, sorry.
To Gordo?
And then back to Gord.
Oh, she's looking at both of us.
That is Lavender's attempt. Oh,
yeah, and then bonus action. I think all she really has is...
Well, she wouldn't be able to cast a...
You're right.
Yeah.
So I think she will just inspire Valentine and be like, "You really look like shit. You're probably going to die."
Very inspiring. That will end Lavender's turn. Alana, at the top of your turn, you've had a real rough day. You are in multiple ways incapacitated. And for your turn, you can only gape at the horrors of the world around you. But at the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You still have Lavender's
Is it? And I
inspo,
have the
right?
inspiration. Yeah.
You have inspiration, but you have disadvantage.
I have. Okay. Just checking. Okay. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna roll the inspo.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, 10.
Unfortunately,
That was such a roller coaster.
unfortunately, the horrors have yet to subside as you watch this creature withstand the magics of your party and stare down 3 of your party members and seemingly not break a sweat, if it could sweat. And you are unfortunately still incapacitated and having a real rough day. Unfortunately, you can't even speak, you can't shout. You are locked in place in fear.
Just a regular Monday.
Mary, it is now your turn.
So what?
We had a good handle on this fight. I'm pretty concerned now.
No, everything went to shit. I only have 3 hit points.
I got 8.
Yeah, this is great. What can I see?
At this point, not a lot. The storm is still raging. You are just out of range of like seeing clearly any of your party members. Like you can make out that Brawley's still over there. You can make out Fern because of size, but you can't really see anybody else, and there's no other identifying marks. You have a vague idea of where Valentine is with Heartbreaker. Actually, with Valentine incapacitated, Heartbreaker's off. So you don't even see that. You have a general idea of like where everyone was, but that's kind of it.
Can I use my bonus action to use that? I don't know if it really counts for this situation. What's it called?
Your perceive thing?
Yeah, what the fuck is it called?
Yeah, you can make a perception.
Fighting?
Yeah, it's like it's something else. Eye for detail. You can use your bonus action to make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object. Things are kind of hidden, or to make an investigation check to discover clues, which doesn't really work here.
I mean,
but to try to figure out where an enemy is.
They're hidden by the storm. Like
okay.
I'll allow it. I'm cool with it.
Oh, good. I rolled natural 18, so...
I will, unfortunately, though, you still are at disadvantage.
Oh, it's 18 and a 17.
Hey.
Oof, that's
That's
the best.
not bad. Okay. And I can never remember what my perception is. 23 total.
Okay, with a 23, you can see, like, the storm seems to be abating in certain areas and kind of fluctuating as the fight has gone on. It hasn't ceased. It's still raging on, but it is giving you breaks in the winds and in the storm to make out your friends and enemies. Directly across here, you do see beyond Fern, you can make out this creature, this hag-like creature who is now kind of covered and coated in blood, and standing just outside of this familiar wall of thorns. You cannot make out Gord, unfortunately, but you can make out your crew over here.
But she's the only baddie I see.
Yeah, you can't make out the giant on the far side.
Okay. Fuck. I don't know who's all incapacitated or looks like shit or any of that. I can just vaguely see where people are.
At best, you can make out there's something going on with Allie, and she has yet to really do much the last few seconds. You've noticed, like, since the creature has fallen, she's been just kind of standing still, and that is definitely uncommon.
Okay.
But beyond that, you can't make anything else of it.
Fuck, I really don't have much.
You have a potion? You have a potion.
I have a potion. Yeah, but I already used my bonus action. I don't know how far I can get. My screen's really small. It's kind of hard to see. And then it's half once it's on the ice.
Yeah, where do you want to go?
If I just go like straight, like I don't know how far I could get.
You get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
If I use my action.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Okay. 5, 10,
I
15,
don't have
20,
anything
25,
else I
30,
can
40,
do.
50, 55, 60.
And just try to keep my head on a swivel, looking around to see if anything else is going on, and just.
Yeah, as you
What the fuck's happening? Where is everybody?
As you rush across the ice, you do see the hag creature, kind of standing at the ready, still covered in blood. But you still don't make out this creature over here.
Right. Burns in the way anyway. Okay.
Shit, sorry.
That's it. I'm just gonna call out to everybody. Draw attention to myself. And that's all I can do.
Okay. Valentine, the top of your turn, you are in a living nightmare. This is horrible. You feel your past, your dark side of your life coming to bite you, literally. And you see your friends dropping around you in pain and horror. You see Allie just tormented and cursed by this same magic that has stricken you and those you love. And you feel powerless to do anything about it. And that ends your turn. At the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw.
With disadvantage or just straight up?
Let me just read real quick. The creature is incapacitated, can't read or speaks only in gibberish. Allie's at disadvantage because she was cursed with the evil eye. You
Isn't
were
he, though?
also cursed with the evil eye and have disadvantage. So yeah, you both have evil eye, and you were both under the feast thing. So yes.
Poor guys, you got double slam.
Yeah, that's the big whammy combo I was going for, and it worked perfectly.
16, but disadvantage is a 2. So
Uh,
I'm still scared.
You are scared and in a horrid kind of torment of existential torment of your family history and life and friends and loves, and that's where you're going to remain for a bit.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything. Nope. Anything here.
Hondo, you too are stricken by this same fear and incapacitated. Unfortunately, you can't move, read, write. You are horrified as what you just witnessed. But as your turn ends, you can make a wisdom save straight up. You are not cursed, so you can make a wisdom save just straight roll.
All right.
Come on, Hondo.
See if you can break free.
Well,
Maybe.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom save is +2, 13.
Unfortunately, you are still horrified as to what you just saw and at the world around you, and seeing the power level of your friends brought down by these creatures, these weird, horrid creatures, has just made you less than. Unfortunately.
Of emotion.
Unfortunately, that ends your turn. The blizzard does not end and continues to rage across you. 2 points of cold damage to anyone not resistant, and 1 to those who are. At this point, Allie, your rage also ends because you did not make an attack roll or take. Oh, you did take damage.
She's taking damage.
You're taking damage from the cold. So the blizzard actually saves your rage, so you take 1 point in this case, and maintain rage. Look at that. It all works out. That takes us to our hag.
Happy you rolled trash on that because I have 1 hit point.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, Snake Eyes just saved some lives. Look at
One
that.
hit point. Jesus.
The only one who's going to be standing in this fight is going to be Lavender in a second.
Well, we'll see.
Let's see. Yeah, she wants Gord. She wants that tasty cat meat.
You bitch.
Yeah.
away
With
from
Gord
my cat friend.
unconscious on the ground, she draws claws wide and that's 2 death saves, Gord.
Ooh.
Goes for a second strike. And that ends Gord's life.
Oh.
The hag, with both hands, just slams her claws into his stomach and into his chest and tears his chest and stomach wide. Gord's blood spills onto the ice, but his helmet remains. That'll end her turn. She can't quite feast yet. It's now Gord's turn, but he's not going. It is now this guy's turn, and this guy is already gone. So you hear the hag look up to him. Actually, do any of you speak giant?
Nope. Neither Lavrai.
Cool. She says something to him. Sorry. Speed is 30. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
What's
50,
this
60.
ice situation like for these bitches?
It's cracking beneath him, but yet to break.
Okay.
You can see splintering cracks all across. But this is kind of the first time that this guy has, like any of these giants, have made their way away from the edges. Everyone else has been fighting along the edge. This is the first time he's crossing open kind of lake. And really, it's not a big lake. But in theory, this would be a point where he could fall through. Before then, it wasn't really much of a chance. But that is the end of his turn as he just kind of begins to make his way across. That'll take us to Lavender.
My God. Why me? Did she witness that horrific act that this woman did?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can she see Gord?
Yeah, I would say as this figure is focused on Gord, the storm seems to lessen just slightly, and she can make out the sight of her about to bear down on him.
Okay. Fuck.
Telekinesis up, right?
Telekinesis is still in hand.
But I mean, what am I gonna do? She can move a body 30 feet, still within range of this bitch.
I mean, like, you could just, if there's something that's not concentration, then at least it's still up for something else.
Yeah. So we'll do this. It's not a great play, but if she sees, did she see Gord go down? Just to reiterate.
Yep.
And witness the whole like hands cracking through ribs thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. She is going to cast Fireball on that woman
Okay.
at level 5.
She gonna disintegrate Gord's body?
She needs to save her friends. Like, if she can try and hit the ground to try and get this giant and woman.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if she could drop it. It's a 20-foot radius sphere, which is like a 40-foot circle, essentially. She can hit both of them and definitely would hit Gord. But Gord's dead.
Yeah. That's how I would have wanted it. Let's do it.
Okay. She failed the save.
Wait.
I would do want a wild magic surge, of course.
This will be cool. This will be cool.
They both fail.
It's a 2. It's a 2. Who knows what it could have been?
tear my heart out.
Okay, so this is level 5. So this is 10d6.
Yeah, they both failed.
Okay. 3, 2, 3, 3, 6. So that's 12. And 5 is 17. 18. 20. 24. 30. 36.
Okay. As the fire just it splinters the ice. I'm gonna say Mary and Fern make dex saves.
That's pretty good.
Fern's could fly as well, but let's just hear what he does.
Fern got a 15, but yeah, he'll probably jump a bit.
Yeah, 15's enough. Mary, dex save.
19.
Yep.
Nice.
At the point of origin, Lavender just rains down fire at this point between these two creatures. It erupts in a massive fireball. The giant creature just collapses, and where it collapses, where the fireball ignites in its entire 40-foot diameter, the ice has cracked and is melting and falling into this lake below. Fern, with a big beat of his wings, rises himself up over as this whole area begins to fall away into ice, into the water. Mary, you scramble back and are able to pull yourself onto still sturdy ice. You see the giant creature face down in the water, clearly dead. Gord's body slips away from the hag's grasp and dips below the surface of the water as the hag looks back towards Lavender, managing to step onto her broom before falling in. Though you see her gray cloak is singed significantly, and her hair and face also likewise. Sorry, one sec. 36 total for the...
Yep.
Okay. You watch as she looks from Gord as he kind of slips beneath the water towards Lavender, towards the area around, and then looks to you, Valentine, and in your incapacitated stupor, she says, "A meal for another time, then. I look forward to our meet again. The Dark Crow awaits." As she rises on her broom, away from everything here. And this is where we're going to end tonight.
We got
Oh my god.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us next time as the Wildcards face the chilling realities of defeat. There will be a new episode up every Tuesday, so stay tuned, but until then, keep exploring.